Viking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beyond Epic League Series number 2. For today's coverage is going to be Viking GG versus NIGMA. Trent and I are both ready. Trent, tell me you're ready.
I'm ready. Hello.
All right, here we go. We're in the draft. Welcome back. Luna, Bat Rider, banned out.
Dire
Prophet,
Team ban.
Beastmaster banned. NIGMA, heavy favorites here. What does Viking got to do to get a win, Trent?
Well, they're currently kind of slaying it. They're, what, 2-0 so far in this part of it, but they crushed the qualifiers. They had to battle to get in to this part of the tournament.
Yes.
They had their opener was against one of the weaker teams in Team Unique, so they got a nice confidence boost, 2-0ing them. But this is a rising team. All right, these guys are like on that cusp of trying to kind of. They want to be like Power Ranger level back in the old days. If you're an old school level where suddenly they could just take games off of teams, right?
That's first team Power Rangers
might have been, because like these guys they took down Secret, right? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure these are the guys that knocked out Secret's winning streak back in ESL in Birmingham. They 2-0'd them, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
This is
Dire Team
they also were knocked out by NIGMA. They ended up losing that series too, so. They got revenge here.
Power Rangers taking me back. 2014 FNG Scandal ZXC.
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat J4 Dityara.
Oh, J4 is so good, dude.
Sunlight. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a great analogy, man. Blast from the past.
10 seconds remaining.
You never knew what was gonna happen with that team.
You really didn't.
5
I think
seconds
that was one
remaining.
of the first games I ever cast that got attention was Power Rangers upsetting Alliance in a Starladder group stage. They slaughtered it. It was like 28-5 or something. All right, I don't know who these guys are, but they've certainly got some skills.
Well, under the coaching of legendary guide maker
Radiant
Immortal
Team
Fate,
pick.
Viking GG are going for it here.
Dire Team pick.
Enchantress.
Enchantress. Okay. This hero has looked good, bad, and neutral. She has been the full spectrum.
I feel like we had like one bad game, and since then it's been relatively good for the Enches. I would say she has seemed pretty valuable to me. Just with the creep, obviously early on is crazy useful, but her damage output is definitely no joke. Even with all the changes and the workarounds with the ulti.
5 seconds remaining.
Her worst skill is definitely her ulti.
Yeah, that's what we keep going back to. It's like you get it at a point now where it doesn't feel as relevant. An early Kunkka for NIGMA. All right. Well, I can't say that I'm surprised. We've been seeing more priority on this hero.
Radiant Team
getting
pick.
Focused in the later bands.
Mirana.
Kunkka Mirana.
That's an interesting opener. Potentially double cores here with 10th pick.
You can kill Ench creeps with arrow. That's cool.
I think that means it's going to be a Mirana 4 if I had to guess. I'm not big on this counter. I heard, I think it was PPD talking about this earlier too, where he kind of feels like
10 seconds remaining.
Mistaken, but just like the whole Mirana countering the Ench thing it doesn't feel that great now.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon.
We tend to think of Shadow Demon based around the ulti these days, whereas before he was just a pure saving hero, and we were already looking for a saving hero versus the Kunkka and the Mirana, right? So that's basically what the pick's for, just to disrupt someone who's getting comboed.
Yeah, I guess since
10
OD
seconds
is
remaining.
unpickable, you don't have too many of those banished saves left.
5 seconds remaining.
And of course, it's nice that it has the diversity of not being like a dazzle save, right? You can also use it as a setup, so it could potentially combo.
I think Viking GG still wants Spectre. I think that's also why they like the Witch Doctor too.
Yeah, very true.
Who
Man,
wants
Nigma.
10th pick? This will probably
Radiant
be
team,
either
pick.
Weehaw or MC's hero, right?
Visage. All right. Again, talked about this hero quite a bit. Certainly means Nigma are going to want to play fast. Interesting, they burned a lot of reserve time there, as Nigma do have final 10th pick.
Oh, Visage.
10 seconds
have
remaining.
Gyro still in. Kind of squishy versus all
5
this
seconds
King Sun and magic
remaining.
damage, though.
Dire team back.
Definitely want somebody that can
Templar
fight a little
Assassin.
bit early against the Visage. And yeah, there you go. TA, very nice. Somebody that fits the tempo of this draft and match up against the bird. Although, so TA Visage mid. That matchup pretty decent for Visage. Am I crazy?
No, I think you're crazy.
Okay.
10
No,
seconds
I don't think
remaining.
any match is really fun for Visage anymore.
Really?
No.
5
It's
seconds
like, I guess it
remaining.
will- like,
Well,
I
it's
don't
like
think you're like
Radiant
waiting.
team back.
Okay, I should rephrase. It's suffering till you hit level 6, and then it completely flips.
Sure, but then TA just goes in the jungle and she doesn't care. Right?
Yeah, but you got birds, so you...
If
Kill
you
it.
try and find her with your birds, though, like they're just gonna get killed. Right?
Maybe if you suck with your birds.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that then.
10 seconds
All right, well-
remaining.
We'll see, we'll see.
Well, it's like they knew TA and some of these
5
other heroes were
seconds
left in, so that's-
remaining.
and Nigma have 10th pick.
Well, just don't think of him
Why
for the
grab-
lane, right? Like it's just about the game. That's all that matters.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like you sack up until level 6, and then it flips, and Visage can actually be aggro against TA when she's still ramping up. You know, we think of TA as this mid laner that comes online really early with Roche and like Deso timings, but Visage has like a medallion timing. He's like,
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna
Radiant
see much of each
team
other. Is how I
pick.
put it.
Dire team
Nice.
pick.
But we'll see. Go back for the Enigma.
for you.
Yeah, and not the offlane DK too, which is kind of interesting. They'd rather have the position 1 DK and just use him as an
Yeah.
initiator, double initiator with the Enigma, and they're going hard in on the Templar Assassin.
Dude, it's been a hot minute since we saw position 1 DK.
Yeah, just like
Been-
double offlaners
10
pretty
seconds
much.
remaining.
All right, well, that's sort of cool for
5
Vikings.
seconds
I like
remaining.
the style of this draft. Now, Nigma, not much time left here.
They don't have anything that cancels Black Hole with BKB either.
And actually pretty flexible. Where's this Kunkka going?
I think maybe MC.
Choose
but
your
now they're gonna
hero,
go for
my
the,
good
Pugna.
friend.
Yeah, I have no idea what Nigma's lanes look like, or like who's playing what. Is it 1 Pugna?
I think it might be 4 Pugna, Miracle on the Mirana, Weehaw Visage, and MC Kunkka. Use the support Pugna versus the Templar Assassin because they're all in on it.
Okay. That makes sense to me. I like that.
My first guess.
It's a pretty
But
wily
there's obviously
draft.
flexibility.
All right. Bye to our pretty faces. So Weehaw takes the Visage. And it looks like you were right.
Conca, so no, Miracle's taking the instead. So
Miracle Marana.
10 seconds remaining.
Because we still have that benefit of the support Marana, right, where it's like matching up versus the end.
5 seconds remaining.
So they will go Marana. For that. Okay. I mean, the benefit of the core Pugna with the core Visage just means that they're gonna be playing extremely fast, right?
Yeah, this is a really cool draft from NIGMA.
Visage is wild.
Sure is. I love this Marana cosmetic. This is an Anuxi set. I believe that is Jinky the Lion. It's a lion covered in dreadlocks. One of my absolute favorite Marana mounts.
I wonder why.
And his name's Jinky. Look how cute he is. And she's got that cute little snow bonnet. Okay, well, which draft do you actually like better? Because I do think Viking have some pretty good options here. Normally, I'd look at this NIGMA draft and go, yep, they're going to run you down. Good luck handling this Visage Pugna. But they've got a draft that might actually be able to handle it.
I worry about the TA because she needs Blink, Deso, and BKB because she's dealing with, like, the Pugna with the constant decreps. She's going to be chain stunned and controlled. The only save they have is the disruption, which is also run on the problem of the arrow, right? We've seen that. Like let's say Kunkka initiates, and you try and save her during the torrent boom, and then she gets follow-up arrowed. I worry about that.
Yeah.
I think she needs a lot of items to be strong this game. But if they get rolling, they of course will have like the DK initiating and stunning. They're gonna have the Enigma with probably the Necro into 4 items.
This is much better.
I would rather be on Nigma's team and just try and play fast, I think.
See you later, nerds. Right, the same kind of thoughts I was having about like Visage versus TA and how Visage is ready to start taking objectives and take over while TA is still ramping up. Also kind of the case for DK and Enigma a little bit. Their timing is a little more specific after the laning phase, and it might just be too late. I could totally see a world where Toby doesn't get a great black hole at first, or gets interrupted right away. Then there's this long window where Enigma are like, all right, that was it. That's their team fight. Let's go, boys. Let's take Roche. Let's take towers. And we're going to be looking at like 20-minute high ground.
The other benefit
30
is
seconds to battle.
With MC being on the Pugna, they're going to throw that in the mid lane.
Oh, that's cool.
Versus the TA, because, yeah, you do not want your Visage there.
Dodge. Yeah, Pugna will go much better mid. And Miracle takes safe lane, which means they will rally around Weehaw with
the battle begins.
You can see they're not sure what's going on. Yeah, there's absolutely no one nearby. They're kind of like camping the high ground, but Toby is way back to slow down his wave by transforming his little range creep via metamorphosis, like a beautiful caterpillar to the butterfly. He transforms his range creep into ranged eidolons.
I mean, this is one drawback to TA, right? Is she's one of these mid laners that when you see her picked, you basically know she is not going side lane.
Yeah. Oh man, remember that little stint of side lane TA we had earlier this year? That was weird.
Kinda, yeah. I don't know exactly what trick, but she's pretty parked in the It's kind of gives NIGMA a little more flexibility here.
It's actually like a little too good, it felt like, in the current patch, so then people were just like, all right, where's her space going? Remember, she's getting banned constantly.
Yeah. It wasn't that long, though. I vaguely remember that little window. It does hurt in the side lane. Most Visage players have told me, namely Gods, actually. The big Visage.
There's not a lot of Visage players.
There's not a lot of them. He said it's all the birds. But you want that race to level 6, so side lane never really feels good. But if it guarantees you third lane, then it can be worth it. Yeah, this is a great arrow combo. Aramis should be going down here. First blood. They hand it over to Weehaw. No, it's GH.
It's panic. It
goes to Jinky.
Yeah, but
appreciate
one of the other benefits of the support Marana that we saw when this first started popping off again is just the courier kills. It's so easy to hunt and snipe.
Yeah, the triple leap into sticky scenarios.
Oh, the genuine Ramnod of Uncool. Classic, I believe the defense courier. It's parked to the tier 2. It's too scared to make its trek to the lane.
It looks so brave. It has a very stolen.
That is Brave is the press back.
Oh, Kobe takes a huge down bottom. This is one benefit to side lane Visage. This is GH, but these soul assumptions, man. He pops a mango. They're looking for one more on Aramis. He's trying to get into the fog.
He was 8 mana away.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah. Tri-lane Visage, right? It used to be in the support role.
So that makes up for the lack of XP, I guess.
Up top, Solari has
I
his own.
take no pleasure in informing you that Dire's courier has been slain.
All right.
There is certain to be unimaginable retaliation.
Top gets the small bird.
Whoops.
Not ideal.
No.
Miracle is actually getting zoned real hard. He's got 1 creep kill right now compared to DK. He's 12 and 8. Really controlling this lane.
Damn, I have not been looking up here at all because I'm heroes versus compared to a tri-lane bottom. You're not gonna watch the tri-lane, but that is devastating.
The atypical Miracle instead of the lane, but in a hot scenario here. Now with GH, let's put a little pressure into Shad. Also, like to call him
Miracle's
Shad.
back again. Jeez. He's still on 1 CS.
Well, remember, he lost his courier, so he doesn't have his reach. He is stuck here with no regen. This is brutal. That was a super clutch courier snipe.
Where are you going?
This is the worst start I've ever seen Miracle have. To be 2 lasted at 3.5 minutes and dying, that is crazy.
Now, flip side mid lane, partner versus TA is just fine for mind control. A lot of denial.
Miracle's the lowest net worth on his team.
Well, yeah, he is literally 2 creep kills.
All right, well, he's out of there. He's not going back up top. Like, I'm start rotating, guys.
Right. Oh, Miracle bottom. And the air of it. Shadow Demon probably going to go down here. Disruption will buy him a couple of seconds, but kind of lets NIGMA close the gap even more. 3-2 now. I mean, to be fair,
He sent his courier.
Bad tidings, I'm
got a belt on it.
afraid. Radiant's courier has been slain.
He's going to feed Miracle a little there. Okay, well, this rotation's been great for Miracle. He's already gotten way more in this display down bottom than he got in the first 3 minutes combined.
Shad will, of course.
Lane rotation, though. Weehaw just goes top now.
Yeah, he's coming down here, but they have time that they could swap again. Maybe the level differential will help him now that he's up to 3. Shad's kind of invincible in this game right now, right? Like, there's potential with the mallet. He just got it.
Especially with a start like this, already double bracer.
The prize is mine.
It's going to be a tall order. Battle for the bounties. Mind control comes over, bumps into Aramis. Arrow will connect. Minecraft makes an easy step. They're going to get off John Hart today. That's very nice. And a double damage for mind control. Power root on top. Damn.
Goes back in it, guys. Everyone's helping him out.
At least number 3 on net worth. Past his visage.
They're trying to turn this into Shad. They need the Morana here for a kill, I think.
Yeah, the torrent connects. Larry putting in as much damage as he can. They'll get one more.
Maybe?
I don't think it's enough. No, not even close. Level 1 curse is pretty underwhelming, dude.
Yeah.
Level 3 is really when it gets scary. Pells GH. And Weehaw looking for the Helm of the Dominator. Denied. Standard stuff.
I got the Frosty Goat down here now, too.
I kind of...
After this creep wave.
Can't believe how well it's been hit. He's really far ahead of the TA in terms of net worth. The CS is relatively close, 25 to 30.
Yeah. It's it's considered a free hard counterfeit.
Yeah. This is devastating. Now that level 6 is out, you can really see it. Boom, brought down to half HP. My bad, Weehaw killed up top. That was a black hole.
Makes sense. It's The Pugna will be even better now, though, with the changes to the ulti. Like now, when you hit Sins, it's not even like TA has a kill opportunity.
Has that ever been cause for celebration?
Because you can just stand with your 7-second cooldown life drain.
I'm just waiting for the new Pugna Aghanims. That thing needs a rework.
Yeah, we need a fun ability, I think. I like the ability.
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's just the classic, the old ult, the Aghanims was great because the cooldown was so long. But now, removing cooldown on a 7-second spell feels, let's just say, not value.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Pressure mid. Get the Visage together. Still only level 4 on Weehaw. A bit under leveled thanks to all the side lane action, but mind control now 7. Miracle also got eyes down bottom.
It's enchanted.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
With that harpy too.
Someone must be very pleased with themselves.
They basically
or
trade Miracle
himself.
for a tier 1 tower.
Singular antecedent, singular pronoun.
Out of it. Still a very minor lead for NIGMA.
And even just level 2 on the Impetus, it already does like
Dyer's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Hero like this with lots of armor under tower, it's not gonna matter. And now the brooch too. Oh, nice, Soleri.
Mid lane, GH has a couple of leaps, still has 2 left. Already an urn on GH.
Runs into a lot of Eidolons here.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No kill, also no regen on Miracle. That was a lot of damage.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Popping the ulti down bottom as Weehop here is level 4. And Shad wants to flex a little bit. I'm the dragon here, man.
I think Weehaw is going to be needing the tome, dude.
Yeah, you might not be wrong.
This is becoming an issue. Look at the hero breakdown. And
the ENG actually has more XP.
Denied.
Yeah, there's a gap here. Shad level 7, pushing inward. Chipping away at Weehaw.
Radiant's structures are beautifully fortified.
Meanwhile, the other side, Toby, pressured by the Pugna, but no follow-up there. Now just siege onto the tower. Corrosive breath.
Yeah, there's no glyph here.
For mind control. Now Shad needs to be a little careful. Of course, a lot of magic for mind control. And now a lot of damage. DK on the run. More kicks to the curtain. Too speedy. Benefited the dragon form. And the faded brooch. They handed it over. Oh, that's nice. Look at Soleri. What a nice guy.
Smart lad. Pretty good item for a DK too.
Oh yeah.
Well, Toby has Black Hole in 14 seconds, and with how low Miracle still is, I imagine he would like to pop it on him. And Outpost, Aramit's gonna take the top.
This is key.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Desperately need one.
Getting both would be fantastic, but getting one necessity.
Mike's just eating the Alpha Wolf.
No, why not? He's gonna find the kill actually. All right, Weehaw.
There it is up top though. You knew it was coming.
Does not get level 6 advantage. Comes in though. Vanish, no CPs, and he is done for, I think. Trying to find a spot in the trees.
They're so greedy, dude.
Oh my gosh, is he gonna make it out? One shadow poison hit. Gets the rune. Arrow comes through, does connect on Toby.
Yeah. So they basically saved Black Hole to lose. And I guess that's kind of okay as long as he gets something on the Black Hole now.
Right back to the arrow. But he doesn't have any of his survival abilities. So. Not level 6 yet.
Oh, Curl's not 6 either. Can you steal the skill? But he'll get it.
Dyer's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dyer's structures are fortified. They are looking quite towers.
He's going to force a rotation down here.
Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they are positively glowing.
Viking just did the exact same thing, chipping at that tier 2 glyph.
Toby in very deep though. They have the outpost. Will they TP for the fight? He's flexing like they will.
Like he is just dead. There was no hope there. Yeah, a lot of synergy with the Decrep too. Like even Kunkka's combo, the Mirana arrow, die real fast. 60% magic amp.
He Mihawk on the run here.
Yeah. Behind. Whoa, actually a little close. Was a sweater.
Out of my way!
Gage. That was a Skelly. Nicely done by Solari. Good use of that Dark Troll Summoner. Dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things.
Yeah, thanks. Gotta find Miracle in here.
Yeah, he's on his way over. I think Tunka's just left behind. That is the entire Indian team. Admiral down. Line control on the run. And they actually closed the gap here. Tobes doesn't have a black hole.
No, they have another trap in 3, but they really want this.
Pretty fast, dude. He's got our Tranquil.
Shad, he gave Gun
with a stun. Does get off the D-trip, though. And not enough. Great chase. Viking grabbed the net worth favor.
I can appreciate how Toby doesn't just chuck it out willy-nilly. Like he's just making sure that he keeps that black hole.
Exactly.
Even if it would simplify a couple of these kills. Maybe not that one necessarily, but the Miracle one especially.
The threat is a big deal.
The third Blink Dagger is nearly here from Shad on his Dragonite. Of course, the first big item that comes out for this. And his opponent in lane, Miracle, recovered pretty damn well considering his opening situation and his deaths. He's going to be up here to help push out this lane.
Not that far behind. DK.
Yeah.
Do you like this armlet first? I think that can be a cool recovery item. Does synergize well with it.
It's a really good brawling card.
Invisibility.
And I have a lot of damage on their team, especially not physical. That's a Deso delivery that they're to right now, and the potential black hole. They got to be cautious here. They want to start on the Toby.
It's still working to get this catch. But Radiant has some heroes following up. There's the arrow, the bow, Toby down low, finished off. It's not much of a fight for Vikings, but they're still here. They might find dire situations under the killing spree. This is going to be much help for Aramis. She's going to fall as well. She comes out of the disruption. No hope. 3. Supported the team fight, but big victorious team fight for sure. Beautifully done by GH, making sure to leave it in between the creeps.
This is
a 1 for 4.
The
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Banning, and they recognize that once the Enigma's dead, there's 0 punish for stacking. Potentially there's TA spill, and yeah, they get hit by pretty fire.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Like, there's no way this TA is gonna be able to start swinging on everybody when we just have the decrypt available, right?
Yeah. Great read. And the other thing about Visage dying, he still had his birds alive. So even when they were chasing down the DK, you still have part of this Visage contributing to the team fight, helping secure those follow-up kills with the stuns. Like, of all the heroes to kill.
Yeah. Now they are now on to the
killing spree.
Yeah, saves. And they're gonna kill Aramis in exchange. A lot of follow-up fighting. NIGMA still lingering about here. Toby's got that black hole, so thinking about opportunities to use it. Yeah, actually not prioritizing a Blink Dagger. She's got just straight BKB.
Oh yeah, she had the Blink Q, but yeah, she's just saying like, okay, I can't fight.
Is under
that's
attack.
why you got so many items, right? Like you need BKB this game, so that's what's gonna cost her with that Pugna.
But easy save for the D-trap. Now Shad backs up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Save for a second. Now Aramis also falls. They trade Weehaw again for 3. It's almost exactly like the last fight.
I'm not sure why they're running into them.
I'm not sure why they're getting baited by this Visage either. These kills are not worth very much.
I guess the TA probably feels like I should be able to just run these guys over if I can actually get my right clicks off, which is true because it's only going to get worse once the Crimson's out and the Halberd for the Kunkka.
I mean, I'd say yes, except for the decrypt. That throws a big wrench in the
mix. Radiant's structures are fortified.
Shad
In fact,
Dragon Form
they appear
tried to counter
radiant
initiate,
with
but
health.
not enough to save Larry. NIGMA playing so well. These big team fights.
Now they're just sending people home, Xing them back, staying as their little 5-man blob. They're even going to smoke up and now run up to the top lane because they were wondering if the TA was going back up here, I think.
A great way to get some extra efficiency out of the Kunkka. Kind of insane that they're pretty much all topped off except for GH right now. Ready to run into another engagement. Weehaw playing mobile ward right now using the birds. Has to drop some stone forms, get that reset. He also does have a resummon.
Good blink from Shed to just get out. Kind of baits them off the side, pops into the smokes. But this next fight with the Veil, a little worrisome if you wind up near mind control.
Absolutely, dude. This is a dirty build. I like it a lot.
I hate this feeling when you're just all panicking into BKB. It's like, oh, we can't fight without BKBs. And then you just kind of see the entire map to your opponents.
Toby onto GH, maybe thinking about the black hole there just to find uphill. Airmen will still bump into it, sets up with the disruption, but they'll need some follow on the Shad back. They've got the damage, GH down.
Temple steps. Had you
They have some guarantee there with the disruption follow-up from the DK.
Sketch.
Mind control, not feeling confident enough to chip away this tower quite yet. Perhaps not sure where that Dragon Knight's lurking. He is playing off map in the top lane here, just farming neutrals. Some DK fangs for the team. Vampire fangs, rather.
DK fangs.
DK. Ah! I got some mean K9s.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Been filing them up.
Must I repeat myself?
Vampire fangs is a cool addition lore-wise. Implies that there are vampires in the Dota universe.
There you go.
Son of
And
a.
we don't have a vampire
Flash?
He did do a kind of pre-Lorgasm research talking about the Queen of Pain Arcana. Apparently that really expanded some of the like heaven-hell lore concept. Pretty deep stuff coming out of Valve these days.
Oh, slacks. I mean, they had a whole comic with it, too. I saw there's some new characters involved. It's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
What's weird, though, is there seems to be an obsession on the hell side of things. There's not much talk about heaven or the positive afterlife. It's more about where Shadow are saving that great you know? A nice disruption. However, I don't know that will ensure his survival.
Mega kill.
We'll make sure.
I would like a frog hero.
A little frog.
Yeah, I think we should, you know, get Ice Frog something here.
Yeah, that could be the TI-10 anniversary reveal. Frog hero. The Ice Frog.
The Ice Frog. They just straight up just go, I'm in.
I'll dig that.
I'm down, dude. You can make a badass frog hero.
Unstoppable.
Give him like a little mini hook with the tongue or something, you
As
know?
long as he's got a nice animation when he hops around, then I'll be very happy. Kind of like the one like Donkey Kong Country that you ride on.
Hell yeah. I think we're overdue for another hook hero. You know, we need like a Pudge Light.
Oh, just what we need. More movement repositioning heroes.
Yo,
Those are never broken or anything.
Speaking of Heroes of New Earth, dude, we need Gauntlet. He was the Pudge 2.0 where he had a hook, but it could pivot. You could hook around the corner. Like it had an angle. Talk about skill cap, Trent.
Did it go through trees?
Probably.
Cool if it didn't. But then
Radiant's
that's
top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
picture like Chameleon Twist.
And
That's
not
what I'm
in a
picturing
good
for this
way.
ice cream.
I don't know what
Play
that
that
is.
game. It's an old Nintendo game. You play a chameleon and you use your tongue to like grab onto poles,
Oh, yeah.
swing around and solve puzzles.
Yeah,
Pretty
let's
fun
go with
game.
that.
Well, haven't missed much here.
It would
NIGMA
appear
continue to
Radiant's
invade
top
enemy
tower is
territory.
under attack.
Living on the Radiant side of the map, and Viking honestly doing a pretty good job dodging fights and pickoffs, but not really getting too much done outside of that.
Radiant's middle tower is
They're just
under
trying to
attack.
get to BKBs and
I
trying
have no
not to
reason
lose
to
rush
lie
at the
about
same
such
time.
things.
Enigma, right? That would be the two big objectives. They might just have to concede that they're going to lose Roche. That might
It
happen.
would appear
but ideally, they
Radiant's
want to
top
be there
tower
to
is
contest.
under attack. Dire's bottom tower
But
is
preferably
under
with BKBs,
attack.
or else that fight's going to be damn
Very
hard.
nice. Dire's
They're going to catch the
structures
Leary
are
here.
fortified.
Killing
I don't
spree.
mean to be alarmist, alarmist, but
catch.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It is my solemn duty to inform you that Dire's bottom tower
That would be a succubus, my friend.
Shadows.
Markedly different from a vampire.
I mean,
Your fantasy.
She looks like one. To be fair.
Reaches out.
I mean, sorta. She looks more like a succubus.
Don't they have fangs too?
Yeah, probably. Just demonic as shit. Toby gonna get caught here. Sunned up. Oh, leave an arrow. And he is just there with the follow-up. This is what I love about watching Enigma, man. They just play like they're on the same
tower
page.
is
Aramis
under
also
attack.
died to Weeha up here outside of the pit.
I just like support Mirana that are actually waiting for you to stun someone before they throw their arrows.
Right.
Like
Strange
every
to say,
support Mirana you'll ever play with in
middle
your life.
tower
Yeah,
is
this
under
is
attack.
the great illusion. GH makes it look
Radiant's
easy.
structures
This is the
are
antithesis of what
fortified.
every pub support Mirana
There appears
does.
to be some sort of magic at work.
Seeing its power here, when you can get those follow-ups, it's a great CC game.
Well, as expected, they got to take rows before DK. Amazing that would have been. DK1 combo doesn't even have a second component yet. TA had hers, but now she skipped over her. Her team's not ready to fight, so now she's just walking around with a single
Has fallen
TV
to the Dire. I hope the magnificent creature did not suffer overmuch.
It's going to be Roshan, and they're going to give the Aegis over to Weeha, who has really recovered. Obviously, map control will do that for you, but he's got the Crimson Guard. Now BKB coming up next. Then he completely skipped the medallion.
Yeah, not as necessary, I think, anymore. It can be good, but I think this build's too good, right? The Crimson Guard versus the TA. When you know they're all in on TA.
Yeah, it just feels like a natural build-up, but you have the Blightstone anyway. It gives you that ability to just destroy somebody in the backline with your birds.
It's also that the Solar Crest isn't that great for any of his allies, too, which I think probably plays a little bit of a role, too. Like, Kunkka doesn't benefit that much from a bunch of attack speed.
If you don't want the Solar Crest, the medallion's a little bit less enticing. BKB forced out on Bloom. Oh, mama.
I would like to point out that Radiant's middle tower
he would have died if he didn't, though, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a mistake to use it. It's just that still hurts.
It's just
like
he cast
such an
X.
easy win for
yeah.
that cost Kunkka nothing. This is a little rough, man. Not feeling like Viking have many options.
Illusion. Allies disappear.
Dire's middle tower is under an
Nightstalker a vampire?
extraordinary amount of stress.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Although he does kind of look like the vampires
Dire's
from
middle
Blade
tower
2, where their
is
face
under attack.
opens up like that. They have that like seam in their chin. Those guys are pretty night stalkery. Solari
Monster
again.
kill.
I'll take that.
It's comical how much damage Pugna does when he's got Veil like that. The Ench just flops over. She looks like a creep.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'd really like to see a black hole at some point. All it says that he's evil.
Dominate.
He created the rival role of the Night Terror, the Boogeyman. And as long as there have been younglings, his is the specter summoned to terrify them.
Ooh. Wow. So he really is just
That's
like
spooky.
a mysterious, dark figure. So technically not a vampire, folks. He does
Dire's
not feed
structures
off
are
of blood.
fortified.
Almost a nice arrow there. Flips the 9. Tier 3 under siege. Enigma is up top trying to split push and cut waves right now.
Now, are the 9s the same thing as the Wickets?
I think so. Am I misusing
Radiant's
that
top
saying?
tower is under
don't know.
attack.
Maybe I'm confusing it with, I think it's bowling. It's the 6-10.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, wait, isn't that poker? Where you
And
split
not
9?
in a
5-9.
good Well,
Shit, I don't know. I just said it.
Yeah,
Radiant's
it's
top
blackjack.
tower
Split
has
9 when you're doing the double. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gambling on 9.
Mega
What's the
kill.
9 to the mid?
Ownage.
I don't know if that's right.
Oh my god, that arrow was so
You make a fine crater.
GH playing basketball here. Knocks another bucket. Toby and Aramis down.
Alright, maybe we gotta lay off the sporting and gaming references, my friend.
Is there an
I
appropriate
don't
DOTA
mean to be
scenario in
alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower
Well, it's
is
when you
under
go for 2
attack.
instead of 1, right? So you try and get like double value. Isn't that how it works?
Yes.
Splitting.
Yes.
I guess it's kind of like when you peel off and get 2 kills instead of the guaranteed 1 kill. No, but then sometimes it's risky.
Radiant's middle tower
You
has
don't
fallen.
damage they're taking is being mitigated. Soul Assumption stacks still pretty high. E-Hop frontline in this, remember, still has the Aegis, so not crazy. Using the Pugna, just finishing off the Baron. That's it, PA now in trouble. There's the BKB. Engage low. A minute here, but they get Toby again. Got it now, no black hole available.
This arcade room is destroying this fight. He's just decrabbing everybody.
Holy shit! Double
There,
kill.
and I think we are looking at the final fight. Solari, Invisible, Limbs.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Witch Doctor plus
Radiant's
Pugna.
middle barracks
They are just
has
not
fallen.
dying. That one there, walking up to the high ground, and like 5v7 with the buyback, and still killing the Barons while they're killing heroes. That was just a photo finish, man.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. Hold me close till I Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storm in us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number. And on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Radiant team, Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
All right, Trent. You mad lad?
Yeah.
Dire team ban.
Take me in.
Radiant team
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game number 2, Viking versus NIGMA. We've got Viking on the Radiant team again. Trent, we got a draft. Archie,
yeah.
Welcome back, good buddy. Now, NIGMA, they looked pretty good in game number 1.
I'll say so.
Thank you, Monster, for making
10
this tournament
seconds
possible.
remaining.
They're also going to bring back the same bans, though, from Viking GG.
5 seconds
and
remaining.
Likewise from NIGMA. We have not mixed up anything. We have the same sides, the same picks. Or, sorry, same band so far, at least. So we'll see. Same pick order. Now, will they ban the Ember again? Or will they go for something else?
Dire team ban.
They ban the Mirana.
All right, so feeling like that was a key part of NIGMA's success, played by GH in game number 1. A nice support Mirana. As we remarked, constant follow-up arrows. So like anytime they threw a stun, there was an arrow flying right behind.
Probably also because they want to first pick the Ench again if it's there, or potentially the Chen instead.
10 seconds remaining.
Did you feel the Ench last game? Did you feel the impact?
5 seconds remaining.
I think so. In the earlier parts, right? Like it made the even when the rotation happened from Miracle, he was still dying on the bottom to the Ench because of the pure damage. Seemed pretty good.
He definitely
Radiant
was
team
a key
pick.
force in keeping that Kunkka down. Now we'll see NIGMA ban out the Chen.
Yeah, so that I thought maybe they might ban the Ench instead, but I guess they just think that Chen is better than Ench, which I would probably agree with.
I think Chen's a little more annoying and puts you in a sticky situation lane-wise. There are matchups that you want to avoid. Ench maybe a little more annoying right in those couple early levels, but...
Dire team
I'm into a Kunkka +1 again. That was fun.
of the Radiant
No, they're gonna
team
completely
pick.
switch it up. They grab Coddle.
Ember Spirit.
They grab Ember.
Oh,
so back
right.
to the classic duo. Both of them making it through. I think Ember
Radiant
was taken
team
out instead of
back.
Mirana.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that had just happened. So
Yep.
then they go back for the Shaker, who's kind of a classic hero versus the Ember. I'd say this is like a go-to pub hero for me versus Ember. It's nice to have to try and control him, right? Catch him
Dire
with a
team
Fisher,
ban.
get to the Blink Dagger, catch him when he's farming creep waves with the flame.
We've been using that word options a lot, but that is Earthshaker in a nutshell against Ember. Gives you one more tool in the chest. I would agree. I like it.
They're going to keep the draft moving with a quick ban on the Meepo.
Very similar to game 1. We went for Weehaw this
10
game. The
seconds
Visage
remaining.
worked just fine. I mean, NIGMA had a pretty clear strategy.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm wondering if they're going to ban that
Weehaw Windranger.
that Ricky again.
Against the Ember, potentially. Especially with the Shaker. It's 2 forms of catch.
Yeah, lots of AoE damage too.
Yeah. I am pretty okay with a Ricky.
Dire team pick.
There it is. NIGMA agree.
Clockwork versus Earthshaker, Ench, and you have Coddle. Looks like a pretty easy GH clock pick here.
Radiant team pick.
They went the Grimstroke instead, though.
All right, another good one.
Really good with the Ember. That that actually fits better with how they played last game with that super aggressive staying on your side of the map style. Like Clock's okay with that, but not as good as the Grimstroke.
I would agree. I like Grimstroke and Coddle together. It's just a lot of really good team fights.
10 seconds
solid
remaining.
disable and 2 supports that really enable your cores, but aren't
5
too
seconds
sacrificial.
remaining.
You know, they have a good kit on their own, and they also allow other heroes to do. It's just great team fight. I mean, we could still see like a Bristleback come out or something. You know, like you could still pair this Coddle with some other lane duo that is really nasty with the Chakra.
I feel like they're gonna bring out some sustain hero too. I think that seems to be a pretty important aspect of how NIGMA are playing. Especially, like, we all know this lineup and this roster, minus Weehaw replace Matu, and this Coddle lineup with Necrophos too. But if there's one more hero that's good versus Necrophos, we might not see it. Well, that's one way to get it. We got on the other side. I think they might be worried about getting picked over there.
Yeah. And it's not a bad hero versus Ember, right? You have a finisher, so catch him. Now you've got to punish it.
It's also the lane matchup, right? Like, this is the classic counter pick. You do not want to 1v1 mid versus Necrophos. It will not go well for
10 seconds remaining.
I think against Ember.
Yes.
The Morphling one is you still have to play it
5
right.
seconds
Necro
remaining.
is pretty damn easy. You just bull, and Ember's life sucks. A lot of it comes from that aura.
Now, actually, they also know Necrophos inside out, being a team that has played it so much. So,
just fine. There's
like
no
we
issue
saw the
there.
Pugna, who's in. That can be a very annoying hero for Necrophos to deal with.
Galena sometimes as well. Big magical bursts mitigates some of the effectiveness of the ghost.
MC's hero here, right? Though, so we can leave the flexibility of this being a Miracle or a Weehaw Ember, depending on what they want. So maybe a good Grimstroke offlaner, the Beastmaster Band, the Centaur we don't see as much anymore, but of course he is still pretty good in combination.
Radiant team,
Man,
pick.
where has the Centaur? Oh, they go back to Visage. So
Okay.
game 1, gonna do game 2.
Huh. They definitely, I think they really want a Greaves builder now for MC last. Unless MC is going to be playing some weird... It's just very odd to see this as a 10th
10 seconds
potentially MC
remaining.
hero. Not something you see very
5
often.
seconds
Although
remaining.
They did the same thing versus Liquid too. At for the Blast, and versus OG they also 10th picked that Doom that time for MC as well. So they're kind of getting him these late game picks more often. Like last game it ended up being 10th pick for MC. It was the Pugna though, and that was obviously the mid laner, so it's a little different.
That was a weird, but you're definitely right. And Doom could be potential here. I mean, I like Visage against Earthshake and the birds. Can be a real nuisance. Viking aren't sure either. Confident in that TA last game, but not getting the matchup. Didn't really feel like the TA pick was worth it in the end. Didn't really counter the Visage at all, and ended up putting her in a super rough lane.
Queen's actually still, and that is the Greaves hero these days.
True.
That'd be kind of good with versus Enchanted Necrophos.
Yeah.
With the
they could use
like blanket,
a little
stun.
AOE to round out this roster. That might be a smart ban from Viking.
Yeah, the Viking lineup, whatever they want to do. Currently, they're pretty well spread. They have some sustain and single target disable for Necrophos. They have AOE team fight with the Earthshaker, and then they just have lane support and sustain from the ENG. They are missing objective taking a little bit, like actually hitting the towers.
Dire team
additional
ban.
AOE follow if they want to stack on top. Ooh.
They don't have last pick, so rolling the dice that Broodmother might have been banned. I think Brood. I think we're going to see a Kunkka ban, that's for sure.
Yes. 100% agree. Is there anything worse?
10
I think the Kunkka
seconds
just
remaining.
really well with Nigma's lineup anyway, so
Yeah.
that would be worth.
5
this
seconds
makes me
remaining.
nervous. This is super bold from Viking.
Radiant team ban.
Their Brood
Ban out the
games have
Earth.
not looked that terrifying in my experience watching them. They struggle to like they're not a strong enough Brood team people even bet versus them really. But it's important to try to get these heroes into your draft. Right? It'll improve your drafts in the future. So getting away like this.
10
is huge for
seconds
Vikings.
remaining.
It's just a lot easier when you have actual 10th pick.
5 seconds remaining.
In this case, either way, Nigma's going to have some reaction here. I'm surprised they're even thinking
Radiant
about this.
team,
Maybe
pick.
thinking of what they're going to pick. Right?
Dire
Kunkka
team
ban,
pick.
and then into pick Bloodseeker.
In an aggressive position one, someone that
This
can
was banned last game, right?
yeah.
I like it.
The
Gives them
blood rate
options.
will be really good this game with the big pure damage, right? Up to 275 versus the Visage. That's very obnoxious.
Certainly has some
10
aggressive
seconds
heroes. Look
remaining.
at this Viking draft and think if you can get ahead, boy,
5 seconds
can you
remaining.
punish and further that lead. But that's a big if. What's the last pick for Enigma? They've got 50 seconds to think about this. Someone not countered by Bloodseeker that also can do okay against Brood. Who's our next best Brood counter aside from the Kunkka? Like we've talked about that Timber Saw.
I mean, we had like it's Tiny. That is playable if they wanted to give it to him and they did like a side lane Visage, but I think the Tiny's kind of fallen off a little bit. People aren't as into it. There's still the Tide Hunter who's like kind of okay, but Tide doesn't look that great into their heroes.
No, but both of those could fit with this Nigma lineup.
Storm! Go ahead.
High armor here. We see this one fairly often now, I feel like, versus the Broodmother too.
He's got enough AoE that he can actually kill some spiders.
Just
can also
right.
Space. You don't feed. You farm the jungle anyway, so it's bad.
It's good hero versus the Necrophos too. Just like get on top of him, try and help chain him down.
Bloodseeker can be a little annoying. Or is that at the highest level? Storm can play around, so it's no big deal.
Yes and no. It just you do not want to get changed into a blood right. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I can see fissures into a blood right being an issue. You've got like,
it's a 6-second silence at max level. It's a really long time.
Yeah, and Rupture is it's more effective against Storm earlier on when he doesn't have that big mana pool.
Mm-hmm.
So
5 seconds remaining.
The Bloodseeker some options. He can play super aggressive and try to shut down the Storm.
This is exciting. The MC Storm Spirit.
Yeah, look at that. Is he going to go mid again? I think so.
Yeah.
Be MC mid against Brood, and Weehaw going to play this quote-unquote off-lane Visage, and Miracle will look for some safe lane farm on the Ember.
They're leaning pretty hard on MC these two games, but he carried through on the first one.
Yeah, he carried. It's not like, oh, he did okay. He survived the lane. No, he played like a seasoned mid. He kind of took I'm don't care Mr. Boom over there. School.
Very hard to look favorably at Viking GG after a game like that where you just wonder, okay, is the same thing about to happen again? But in comparison to last game, they don't have the same sustain. They don't have the Pugna healing everyone. They don't have the Kunkka allowing them to just TP home and get recalled. Yes, the Ember can do that for himself. And the Caudal will keep on shockrading the Ember, so it's still kind of scary. It's like a different kind of sustain, so you'll have to watch as he keeps like filling up this Ember to keep running it down this game. That's gonna be brutal, but at least it's not like the full anyone can get healed up and sustained situation, I suppose. It is a nice Caudal game though, man. Like you're the mana battery for an Ember and a Storm Spirit.
Oh yeah. I do like this Nigma draft a lot. And as you said,
you
it's
really
always
should
tough when you
prepare
come
for
into
battle.
game 2 after you see a shellacking. Hard to not favor Nigma here, but a very well-rounded draft in their own right. Good team fight, good pick-off potential.
Now, we have seen this quite a bit too, though. We have seen the Ember just playing mid versus the Brood. This is not a, like, GG matchup or anything like that. But it's also not a, it's not a counter, I wouldn't say.
It ain't no Kunkka, that's for sure.
No.
But it's fine. Yeah, like you said, Ember can, as Miracle showed last game, he doesn't have to get free farms at the beginning of the game to still have a big impact. So it's more than manageable, and that means it is just going to be an off-lane Storm. MC going to the side lane. This is pretty cool. I guess with
30
the Caudal,
seconds to battle.
It feels really quite viable.
I'm not much of an announcer, but
another one of these heroes that has been tried several times in other roles. People have done it support a little bit, try to jungle it up. The off lane, the safe lane Storm. But yeah, I can get down with the Chakra Storm.
You have a mother's gratitude.
Oh, they want now here's the thing is that they probably know that once the Ember is mid, Toby might just lane switch, right?
Possibly.
Because they probably want to put the Necrophos mid versus the Ember, and then that's going to put the Brood onto the side lane versus the Storm. But how much would that slow down Brood? Radiant safe lane is not that great for a Brood. The other camps are so far away. I guess both safe lanes are kind of like that now.
I mean, there's a reason we don't see safe lane, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See how this starts. 3 heroes for Viking. Gonna be in top lane. And off lane is in such a weird place now.
Oh, look at this. Boom, missed. He knew that they were going to block this camp, but he placed the sentry over here, and he got a little bit greedy. He placed it a little bit too far back so it doesn't cover the entire camp, and he's going to miss that bottom right corner.
First blood.
This whole camp.
Weehaw gets
nice
caught.
job.
First blood. And you had better get
That'll
used
be
to
a
it.
fissure block out. Easy kill.
I'm always doing my best to distract you from first blood with the minutia of warding and camp blocking, so excellent work.
Look at the sentry.
It's important, man. This is the game-winning shit. Look at that. He's coming over. Oh no! But I warded.
Word. If spiders could frown.
Oh, he'd be so upside down right now. Back top, Kuro, stuck between a rock and some hard.
Another good thing.
Should have been.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck between a rock and a hard dude. That is a real pick.
I mean, you've seen the pecs on Bloodseeker, right? Like this guy, he's hard. He goes to the gym.
Yeah.
He's working on those pectorals real good.
Now he's got an iron belly, and he's got quite the scary mask on as well. So far, this off lane for Viking has been quite good.
That's the Venom. Don't tell Marvel or whoever. They might come after us. It looks like Venom's face straight up, especially that tongue. That's a Venom tongue if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Shad. Oh! Soul Assumption, dude. What a spell. It catches you off guard. You know it does that, but still you see the damage. It go.
Well, again,
that's what Shad's saying right now. He's smacking his keyboard.
It's again, a slightly unfamiliar hero, right? Visage obviously extremely good right now in terms of like win rate and everything, but he's still not played by every team, so people are maybe still underestimating that damage a little bit. As I said yesterday, the low tier character players, which was misinterpreted to me calling low tier. We are low tier.
But low tier character.
Yes, as in heroes that aren't necessarily considered amazing unless you specialize in them.
It's like saying he can win a tournament with Yoshi. It's a compliment, not an insult.
You go. Get him, buddy. Oh, MC with the mannered P. Wow.
That's nice.
Look at this guy. Is this StarCraft?
What just happened?
Yeah, seriously, gods. I agree. Who does that? Where's the silent pause button?
All right, well, I want to take this moment here while we got a little pause here. I pulled this cup out today in memory of, it's Dark Trent here.
Yeah,
Check
sorry, I had the light off.
Pull up the stream. This is a gift from PGL I found in the cabinet. They gave us all these meme pictures. They found the best mod face imaginable. And I just love that we were talking about PGL, and I actually saw that when I was reaching for my coffee this morning.
Well, thank you for shouting out the competitive tournament organizer here from Beyond Epic.
Here's a mod
while we cover their stream. Don't worry, Epic. I'm wearing your hoodie, but you can't see it because it's dark. Now, a 3-man Fisher again from Aramis.
Yeah, this has been great. This time they won't be able to punish it, but these fissures.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
3 minutes. You know, some games we see the wandering Earthshaker, and that has not been the case here. So this camp finally gets unblocked by Boom. Does cost him a second century. I think these lanes feel pretty good.
They got Weehaw on the wrong side, though, but he got it off in time.
Big swell.
He did not
blast. They're still going to try to chase him down here. This is a pretty bloody lane. Enchantress bringing him down low. Shad with a great blood right.
There you
forcing
go.
Weehaw into a tough decision. Now GH going to be in trouble. Enchant quite good with Bloodseeker.
Killing
Speedy, all right.
spree.
Taking tower shots. Aramis comes in for the kill. Shad.
Too many tower shots to regen?
Don't
we tango?
think so. 20 HP. Very nice.
How's this mid lane going? With the camp block, Miracle loving it. With all that physical damage from the Sleight of Fist, he's chomping down these spiders.
We're playing some new meta Dota right here. We have 2 mid matchups. It's just Necro versus Storm down bottom, farming against each other completely even within 1 creep kill. So, not missing much.
I would rather have a Storm Spear getting farm like this if I was choosing between heroes.
It does just feel like a mid battle down there.
This camp block was so important. I really think slowing down that acceleration of the Broodmother is such a good idea for dealing with the hero. Because now they're hitting level 6 at the same time, which should not happen, right? That is not. If this guy is farming, like Brood's gonna farm the jungle faster than you are, and you don't get that much XP from the spiders.
Oh, Aramis actually snaked that rune.
Yeah.
Toby dies down bottom though. Miracle makes the rotation.
Yeah, I was watching the Fisher up top.
Dyer's middle tower is
only
under
one
attack.
remnant, and he is a.
I feel like a
regen rune
broken
here, too,
record
for Miracle, so he's right back up.
Damn, look at that net worth. Miracle's right back in his comfort zone, Trent.
Up top. Oh, I meant like top of the net worth, not on the map. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got nervous. I was like, what am I missing? Where?
Oh God. Sorry. The panic. Another Fisher here. Salieri, full mana pool of damage from the edge, and it hurts. Oh wait, he stopped.
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
GH just helping with some D Warden here as Aramis wants to body block the small
Dyer's
camp.
middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
But there are 4 heroes here defending the small camp.
Whatever.
Dyer's middle tower
Nice
is under
creeps.
attack.
I mean, not expecting Miracle to be quite that close.
Yeah. I mean, he needs some space, right? He's trying to pull this wave out like further down to here so they can actually utilize the movement speed and the rundown of a Bloodseeker, right? If they're playing under tower, you can't abuse that at all.
Absolutely.
Another Wild Wing Ripper up here from Salieri. He's a big fan of the dancing bird.
Got a 2 level 6 hero. Is starting to win this CS battle. Has a decent XP lead over MC, but MC playing under his tower, so.
What neutral creep do you think would make the best hero?
Make the best hero?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we have Keith the Bold, right? He's actually he's an Ogre Bruiser in Artifact.
We already have a Centaur.
Dyer's middle tower is under
I feel
attack.
like the bird would be kind of hype.
I
Like
feel
a
like
big
a broken
Cyclone
record.
Ultimate.
Yeah.
Do we have any bird heroes?
Not really. Do we have a shortage of
Skywrath
I'm
Mage?
down.
Does that count?
Give me the Wild Wing Ripper.
Val, hear us out. Wild Wing Ripper.
I actually think the what are those ancients called? The new ones?
The Prowlers?
They are. The Prowlers, that's it. I think the Prowler would make a cool hero.
Nah, he's lame looking. I hate that guy.
Oh, just on cosmetics, okay.
Can't stand dealing with him.
That's because he's so good. That's why he'd be a fun hero.
Yeah, but I don't know, he doesn't look that cool. Looks like a weird underlord or something.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Oh.
Must I
Up
repeat
top.
myself?
Yeehaw.
That's a scary TP. It's the Ember guy.
Yep, now Aramis is going to make it out.
Yeah, good read.
Inkswell, a little too slow.
Dyer's structures
no
are fortified.
chains on Miracle. So Solari might actually be able to make it out.
Dyer's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
Mid lane, Boom now pressuring the tower. GH comes to the rescue.
Gotta love MC's decision. He's like, all right, 3 points in the aura. I'm good. I think I'll just go cut. I'm a offlaner. I know what to do. He's completely dry, though, and has to actually walk his way through the jungle. It's a good thing he was not chased in here by this Broodmother, or he would just straight up be dead. At least now he's mana for the TP, and he'll get out of here.
Wonder how Weehaw feels about playing support Visit. Like, is this fun?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, look at his network.
Kind of.
He's behind the Shaker. Bottle's ahead of him.
He'll get up there. It'll be fine.
He'll recover for sure, but
Miracle will facilitate that. It's kind of a quad lane with how often he's up here.
you're not wrong.
GH is just gonna blast out mid. Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Toddle's kind of ditched, and now he's actually getting some farm.
Oh, he's gonna get it again.
He's mid.
Why? Why are you doing this, Boom? What? Did you just think he left? Am I like what?
No, he's.
Is that
playing
worth
cocky
just
with
giving
those
up? I
brute
guess.
lanes. Maybe.
I mean, it's a lot of tower damage, but damn, quite the trade-off.
Musil out on the Brood now. Over as #1. But I think some of it is that Visage is such a scary hero that teams know, like, if we let him play his game, he's going to take over, so we have to punish him. We have to shut him down when he's weak. But it always feels maybe more rough than it is.
Wow, Aramis actually got to that bounty rune first after the Fisher block. That was pretty sick. And still 2 remnants, though. So.
Still no Searing Chain. Now GH, he's going to be in trouble. And Whoa, Toby, he gets a solo kill on mind control down bottom. Fight does break out though. Solari falls. The sleight of fist. Birds.
Oh, I forgot about this combo. Yeah.
Inkswell on the bird. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So
sorry,
no idea what
I just
happened
noticed
bottom.
that Dyer's
Toby,
bottom
though.
tower is under attack.
I mean,
Now level 10. MC only level 8.
Let's check his death summary. Let's see. He got right-clicked, and then he got hit with a pulse instantly into his scythe, and he died. That's what happened.
Okay. Well, MC. That's cool. I like how it says 304 HP removal from the scythe. It actually spells it out for you. You know.
We need a lot
Thanks,
of help.
Death
you know.
Recap.
Yeah, Death Recap is the best part of Dota Plus. I actually can't spectate without it now. I just need to know when people die. I love getting every little number.
Imagine if we didn't have the log. Big advent. We didn't have that for Heroes of Newerth.
Miracles on the run
Yeah,
down
I
bottom.
know
They have,
that.
look at this jumping power they have. Oh my God. You're so dead, Solari. Like, I've never seen a support more dead.
Now Toby's gonna live. And they'll get some
Radiant
help.
structures
well, there's the support is
are
also equally
fortified.
dead.
I
as
am
he tries to hold
required
mid
to
tower
point
from the
out
defusal
that
brood.
Dyer's middle tower
Yep.
has fallen.
This time Boom steps up. 4K net worth lead for Viking right now. Boom's
Dyer's
starting
middle
to
tower
accelerate.
is under attack.
Finishes off the tower. Honestly, pretty good start for Viking. Toby's in a great spot also. He's about even with the Ember Spirit.
It is even better than the lead they had last game, but now up top, look at this. The Inkswell once more.
Okay, here's a counter kill. Maybe gonna bring down the Bloodseeker. Toby rotates, looking for something himself. Reaper's sight here in 5 seconds. Now silenced up though. Bird's coming back. Does need to be a little careful. He's not unkillable here. Toads. He's stunned. They want this kill. Now the Inkswell comes out. Toby's on the run. They're going to be a little light on damage. A tough kill to find, but they completely repel the Necro.
I can't believe he survived through all of that. And now he's a mech too. And he has the scythe. He's going for the turnaround. But Weeha's gone.
TP's out.
Bounty.
Had a bird. Saw it coming.
That's crazy. Look, he has arcanes and he still has
Radiant's
mech.
bottom
and
tower is
he's
under
just
attack.
back in lane right now, though.
Welcome to Necro. Miracle went for drums this game. It was like even just today and yesterday we've been seeing more drums picked up than before.
The way that NIGMA played, they're constantly in your face.
Yeah, Miracle putting on the good
Dyer's
use.
tower
Okay,
is
Reaper's
being
sight,
attacked like
not gonna
nobody's
finish him off. They
business.
do get Solari though. Might still find the kill. Miracle, Remnant back. Toby wants it. Shad trying to
Dyer's
chase
top
him down.
tower is
There's
under
the
attack.
silence, Blood right. Miracle, no
Tried to illusion room.
It was a noble effort. Now Kuro also being chased down.
My end
Weeha,
comes
maybe
at a price.
here. Be on the way though, perhaps looking for a turn. Toby still
Dyer's top
so
tower is
healthy
under
with
attack.
mech.
Must I repeat myself?
A disaster for NIGMA. That's a 6K net worth lead for old
Dyer's
Viking.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and Boom is just kind of, holding that mid tower down, getting the kill onto the support, and continuing to scale. Defusal and more than halfway through this Aghanims right now.
Second item, Ags. That'll let the Brood get more involved.
Aramis needs to find some blink space. That would be the next best thing that they could get for him. Like, I would love for him to be bottom right now, but he wants to help with the skill on the Weehaw. There's no scythe available here, though, so I would just focus the tower first.
Down it
Dyer's
goes.
top tower has fallen.
TP out.
I could have predicted this.
Find him. Smoke up in the mid lane, though. NIGMA on the hunt. They made something happen on the Brood. They catch him with a vortex. They'll need a little more damage. Locking him down. Boom. Actually going to sustain with this insatiable hunger. Michael
Killing spree.
dead. That's your old turnaround. Insatiable hunger trend.
Miracle?
Should be okay, right?
The bird's helping out.
Doesn't have any more remnants. GH also nearby. Does not have the ult.
They actually blocked him off with a Fisher.
Toby put more damage into him. Guardian Greed's out, no sight.
Boom kind of gave up on the chase.
I just noticed
so
that Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. In a stroke of cunning, or perhaps of desperation, Dyer's structures have been fortified. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
But at the same time, that is pulling all the attention down bottom, so at least Aramis can get this up here. But he's such a free pick for Ember and Storm right now before the blink. It's very dangerous for him to be showing up here.
Still pulling 3 heroes bottom though. See if Solari can get away with this. 8K net worth lead for Viking right now.
Oh, they juked him. He went left.
Zip. Okay, I think he's good. Can't find it. Brood is now rolling. They bump into Miracle, or I guess the other way around.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence.
They focus on Solari instead. She sustains for a moment. Now the Storm joins the party. Toby's going to be in some danger. Does actually survive. Still has Greaves. Reinforcements are here. Greaves come out. Now Shad, boom, ready to clean this up. Miracle down low, trying to make it stable. Now the turn on the backside catches 9 control. And now the rest of NIGMA in full retreat.
Mega kill. Double
There's no getting away from this madman. A 3-0 so far. That's even the Brood
triple
now complete. A triple kill.
10K lead at 16 minutes. Viking GG have done it with this Broodmother lineup. This is looking perfect. She split the map right down the middle after taking that tower. And even the balling pressure of NIGMA is not enough to take down this Necrophos. What a great time in the draft to pick this Necrophos. He has looked completely unkillable. And it kind of messed around with the laning too.
1 and 5. Toby got more than they kind of thought he would to some degree. Just the solo lane against Storm, ends up winning the lane, and they also find that kill. He gets a solo kill on the Storm. It's been coming up all things Toby. And that's been making it a lot easier for Shad. These fights have just been cleanup crew. He's got the Maelstrom, so he can farm a little bit in between the engagements. Still a long ways off this Battle Fury for Miracle. Storm Spirit still looking for his first item in the Kaya. Pretty close there. And Weehaw, well, he's got himself the Helm of the Dominator. And thinking about Vlad's next. Last game, he went for a Crimson after the Helm.
Yeah, this is an ugly state to be in, though, when you have a Visage lineup. Because Miracle is starting to consider a Battle Fury here, which obviously makes sense versus the Broodmother, no doubt. But you building into Battle Fury means that your team's probably not going to get much assistance from you for a little bit. And Visage, not the best hero to just kind of hang back. Likes to be aggressive, going for objectives.
Safe.
Finders, keepers.
Cool.
Wait up.
Made it on. And
Radiant's bottom tower is
working on
under
a
attack.
BKB, and he's not
Has that ever been cause for celebration?
No, they can roast whenever. Just heads right in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Aramis blinks
Radiant's
onto this
structures are beautifully fortified.
But he's going to realize that there is no one
Dyer's
else around.
middle tower is under attack.
Radiant's
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, NIGMA happy just to have
Has that ever been cause for celebration?
Core items complete.
Well, they see mind control.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme
This is
violence.
happening, but you're right. No real ability to test.
We now have confirmation that Russia is the latest Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
40% lifesteal. Pretty nice to have a built-in Satan.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a pretty cool.
Has that ever been cause for celebration?
Vampiric attack. Maybe Brood's the closest thing we've got to a vampire.
I guess so. All right, we figured it out, cut. Another just step down the lore. I'm sure Slacks would definitely agree with that.
Says it right there in her ult. It's in the black and white.
It's written. Nice. That was a good attempt from GH to bounce it back.
Killing spree.
But
Own it.
not able to keep him far enough back. Trying to save Weehaw. Down bottom.
Down bottom.
Shad.
Yeah, Mike.
Wow, I can't believe that missed.
There's the TP. Kroki's going back mid. on the hunt.
Oh, you can
That's
run,
the
but you
Aghanim's.
cannot hide.
There's no getting away. The blind will buy Jake a couple of seconds.
Dominating. Own it.
That's
Radiant's
it.
top tower is
Seconds.
under attack. Feast for the flesh.
Toby now just going pipe, continuing to tank up. Fight items, 30K net worth.
It would appear
Miracle's in farm
Radiant's
the
top
Radiant side of the
tower
map
is
mode
under
now,
attack.
because his side is way too dangerous with all these spider webs.
Yep.
Dyer's
He's
middle
getting
tower is under
closer
an
to the Battle Fury.
extraordinary amount of
They're
strength.
meant to be. They want to get the pick off here. Sure, looking at the green line. They're going to take him down.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Although
attack.
reinforcements, still a silence on the storm. Mangoed up a little bit. Aramis here.
Nice phantom.
Now he might just go down. Drops a combo on the storm, but there's no follow-up. They're up here. Connell drops the ult and a blast as Boone tries to go for it. Aramis falls as predicted.
If they get it with this double kill, they're going to be very happy on NIGMA.
The Ignis will actually be enough to stop this engagement. That's it.
Stupendous.
That's just 2 kills. Very nice.
There is a
Nice showing
BKB
a
coming
sign
for the
of life.
Broodmother now, though.
Goal. TP out. He'll be okay. Necro did not have sight. So is this lead closable for NIGMA? Dota Plus 82% to 18%.
Well, Coddle.
Outright.
Wicked. Sick.
Okay.
Long came your kill.
I would say it's a very difficult comeback to get just because of the itemization on the Radiant, too, and like with their heroes.
Is this Battle Fury a game
Dyer's
changer?
middle tower
Especially for
is
high
under
ground
attack.
defense?
I feel like
It's
a
definitely
broken record.
necessary. I don't know if it's going to be able to change that much. They do
Dyer's
have
middle
Coddle
tower
under,
is
though,
under
of
an
course, with the Battle
extraordinary
Fury.
amount of
Depending on how the
Dyer's
sleeve
structures
goes,
are
that could get a
fortified.
little ridiculous if people are too close to the spiders with the stacking, right? True.
Dyer's middle tower is under
It's an
attack.
option.
But it'll mostly, if they lose this, it'll be on the fault of Viking GG. I think they have a pretty clear path to winning this one.
Burrow. Caught now. Aramis follows
Dyer's
up.
middle
What's
tower
there?
is under attack. I
just
feel
let
like
him
a
go.
broken
Test
record.
the TP.
Radiant's
Oh, yeah,
bottom
there's an
tower is
angle.
being
Oh,
subjected
the
to
proc.
extreme violence.
I'm pretty sure he was living.
That was a clumsy net, wasn't it?
Oh, is that what it was?
Radiant's bottom
I don't
tower
have the
is
maelstrom.
under attack.
Mega kill.
They find GH.
Shall be Schenker's
I thought they had him just from.
Radiant's bottom tower is Dyer's middle tower is under attack. Has
yeah, I
that
think
ever
this should
been
be,
cause for
doable
celebration?
for
Dyer's middle tower
It
has
certainly
fallen.
should be.
As any fool can
High
see.
ground is a whole nother beast. though.
Dyer's
That's
middle
tier
tower
2's
is
dead.
under an extraordinary
Down, I
amount
guess
of
they feel
stress.
confident. Wow. Already down to half HP. There's the pipe. The green wall. No, it's not.
I am
Omni
required
King.
to
Come
point
back
out
off
that Dyer's middle
Ember
tower
is now making the
has
CPU.
fallen.
Let me see the slight.
Dyer's middle barracks has fallen.
Wow, dude.
That
They
seems
killed
like
that
it might be a
barracks
significant
so fast.
development.
At least it was only the range.
Yeah. All silver lining, though. Again, it didn't cost them anything. No BKB charges. Still have Aegis. Much time left on it, so about to expire, but... Not to mention Brood is looking at an AC.
It's unfortunately a pretty bad Dark Portrait game too
Yes.
for the Grimstroke. Sometimes in these situations we've seen some turnarounds helped out by that item, but Kuro, like, he could get farm from the spiders if
I
he
don't
wants
mean
to,
to
but he
be
should probably just give him a
alarmist,
miracle to try and
but
get the Daedalus.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
And then, depending how this goes, we could get Rapier territory.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dyer's bottom tower
Ember
is
is
under attack.
definitely their big hope.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen. If that's the proper term
Yeah,
for
who are
it.
they going to find?
I believe it is.
Toby. They almost bumped into Shad. Now
I
Brood's
don't mean to
Miracle's
be
out. He's like, who's
alarmist,
finding who here?
but Dyer's bottom tower is
team.
under
Ready.
attack.
pops it, goes right in on the Weehaw. TP home. It's gonna be
Monster
close. Weehaw will
kill.
not make it.
To brood about.
Same thing with Kuro. Now, just so you guys, well, there is a clumsy net here.
And there it is. The ink
Wow.
well. Kuro making space.
He's going for the biggest
Meant for more.
The painter's down. That's 2 more for Viking.
Back in the mid lane. Better hurry, Miracle. Oh, there's the
Radiant's
slight.
courier
Bye-bye,
has been
spiders.
slain. This is no sort of place for a peace.
Now Coddle.
Now Creep's coming in.
Get him again. Another one. Shocker.
Invisibility.
He's trying his best. They're going to have heroes up soon. Visage now respawns. Pop the ult from GH.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Toby's still on the base, clicking away.
And not in a good way.
No cooldowns. He does have Reaper's Sight, but no guard.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They are going to stay long enough for the Merrick's, I think. The dunk from Aramis comes in onto the back line. Building still standing, but
Killing
low. Mind control does get the first kill. Aramis is dead.
Killing spree.
Oh, he
If
ran
you're
down.
just tuning in, Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Loses his BKB. Now the turn his way. Viking, no more objectives to take here. Just looking to get out, but a long range zip.
Glimmer. Shut up.
He's actually alive. Reaper's Sights shuts down mind control. Doesn't die to the sights, but it sets up the kill. I think NIGMA will hold on here, but losing 2 cores very costly. Feeling like a game 3. A pretty tough
so. DOTA Plus, it's losing faith now up to 95% as we close on another potential Roche respawn. But what a great transition from lane winning to just complete map control here from Viking GG.
Yeah.
It felt like no matter what lane they tried to go in to like push out, there was an instant gank play onto either from the Necro or from the Bloodseeker, and then just the dives from NIGMA trying so hard to kill Toby, and even with just mech, he was way too survivable.
Not much pressure on Viking right now. Happy to go back, finish up another round of items. Bloodseeker wants that Mjolnir. Toby now has the Yules after finishing up the fight. Look how brave this Necro is. Not a fear in the world. Silence will connect onto Weehaw.
Did you see Weehaw diss all the Yules and they threw on him? He had the Purge creep with a helm. Almost able to help himself.
Did look like a pretty short
Here I am. Over here now.
Aramis, he's going to get caught though. Get killed the other way. Good stuff for NIGMA.
Thank you.
Maybe not the best trade, but any trades like that are good for NIGMA right now.
Yeah, that 5% has something to do with a Roche Steer and a Rapier, I would guess. The game keeps moving along. Gargantuan Broodmother. She's got 1,000 net worth lead for every one of her legs right now over Miracle.
True. And she is chasing him down, something fierce.
Toby scouts out the Roche as another zip up top. Aramis, his grave is right here next to where Solari is being targeted. But even with the sentry, they bail. They're scared.
The Untouchable's too much.
Blood's a runner.
Not ready to stick around for the turn.
He's like, oh my god, she actually put the second point in. Look, we almost always see them go for the attendance levels instead.
Right, now into Roche. Probably going to go uncontested again. Partially because Viking just kill it so quickly. Aegis cheese.
For reasons known only to itself, the Radiant top tower is being attacked like
I wasn't
nobody's
sure if we get
business.
to a game 3, because I'm still not, depending on how Miracle can pull this one out. But I thought our first series would be one to go the distance, but Viking GG with this lineup. Looking to, again, go for these upsets that they're so known for at this point. Of course, NIGMA also probably the most
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme
in a long
violence.
time. You never know what's going to happen to
Dire's
these guys.
top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Do you see the little back door?
Dire's top tower has
pulsing
fallen.
from all the spiders?
Struggling.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Rapidly. They force out a glyph immediately. They'll keep it alive for a few more seconds.
Easy. Taking the spiders away.
Radiant's bottom tower is being
there,
subjected to extreme violence.
Here comes MC.
And the data list is up. MC, the rocket.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He pump faked him.
Has that ever been cause for
Pulling
celebration?
them back, though. Aramis has a Shadow Blade. Oh man, it's the stun. This could be bad. Silence connects.
Dominating.
MC's dead.
Yeah, he was a little slow on everything there, either a zip or an orchid. He was turning to try and zip back towards the
tower is under attack.
Side, I think.
This gets rough now, Trent. No buyback.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
No buyback. 35 seconds of 5v4. Miracle can do everything that he can. That was a dumb sentence.
Dire's top barracks
Miracle
has
is
fallen.
trying to do everything that he can, but it might not be enough. And, yeah, that's a melee barracks exposed now. There's a repair kit. That's going to help.
We hostage in a centaur that's immediately stolen by Sleary. Thank you.
Okay. He just BKB, throwing the brood.
There's some damage, though. You can see how it can work, but unfortunately with the ulti, right back up.
And what is this costing Viking right now? Virtually nothing.
It cost him the brood ulti.
Okay.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Five seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
All right, buddy.
Dire team Radiant ban. Team
Take
ban.
it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're done with the Doom. We are here beyond Epic, game number 3 of what has turned out to be quite the epic series. Viking
Dire
GG
team ban. Radiant
NIGMA.
team ban.
Viking is going to be taking the Radiant side.
Dire team ban.
Picks are overlays. No, they're Radiant again. Have they been Radiant all 3 games?
They have. They've been Radiant first pick.
Okay.
Trent said with utmost certainty before double checking. But yeah, that seems to be true.
All right then. Well,
Radiant team
know what they
ban.
want. NIGMA likes Dire.
Dire team ban.
Viking likes Radiant. Let's take a look at some bands here. Luna Bat Rider, Wisp Marana, taken out by Old Viking, and Lycan.
Radiant team,
bunch of pushing
pick.
heroes, really?
Dire team, pick.
Nature's Prophet,
Enchantress.
Beastmaster, and Chen once again opening up for a first pick Enchantress. We have three on
Dire
this one.
team,
He uses that voice like
Radiant
Toby does
Spirit.
at first, like it's some big surprise or something.
Keeper
Oh my
of
god!
the light.
Hey guys, that
Emperor
looks
Kata.
familiar.
I've seen this opener before.
All right, now what you don't do is pick Nyx Assassin like you're who kept doing that. And no, I wasn't at IP.
What's that?
10 seconds remaining.
Hold on.
Was it Empire? It was. I know it was. Oh, no, I'm
5
not
seconds
sure. Was it
remaining.
Empire with James? I can't even remember anymore.
It's gotta be.
Whoever was losing a lot.
Gotta be. Yeah.
They start
Empire.
to blur.
It was Empire. Yeah, they did
Okay.
it twice against NIP, and then they did it in one game against Liquid. I
Radiant
think.
team,
Yeah,
back.
game 2.
That I like.
One
Dire
of
team
these sub
ban.
20-minute losses yesterday. So they'll grab the shaker. They will spare us from Nyx.
We're just doing it again. We're just all the same, right? This is exactly the same as game 2.
Dire
Everything's even in the
team,
same
pick.
order for the most part. A bit of order. But this time they ban the Necrophos instead of the Ricky. And we're likely going to see it again. Last time it was the Grimstroke for Kuro, and GH took the
Kill
Coddle.
that Venge. Yeah.
I don't think Venge is that great versus the AoE.
10
Like,
seconds
you know there's
remaining.
going to be a shaker. You know, it's like you can't really save
5
everyone from the
seconds
Echo
remaining.
Slam. And like if you swap someone out of Echo Slam, then you just get totemed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It definitely feels better against single target. Like Bat Rider's top of the stack, and then
And Luna's first
Down
ban
from there.
too, which probably hurts. Unless you
You're
want to
right, we haven't-
Dusa. You could Venge Dusa. Because you have Coddle too. That'd be
that
kind of
could
hype.
be something. That could really be something. Dusa Coddle is not something to sleep. So much survivability to her mid. It's a
I
little ridiculous.
thought the Grimstroke was actually kind of fine. I would be more worried about like the Visage again. I think that hero, when you're not completely ahead, is just kind of off.
Meepo banned out again, so that's not going to be an option.
They have to assume they're going to brood again. I think. So you should be
And
picking this hero.
Kunkka, just grab a
Yeah.
Kunkka. It worked for you game 1. Wasn't that basically the strat?
They could pick Kuro's hero here and then pick Kunkka after, maybe.
Radiant
That's
team,
the great
pick.
thing is, as we go back to, all right, now they pick Triet, another good laner. Kunkka doesn't ruin your whole draft. You're not really upset if they don't pick Brood and then you still have a Kunkka. Like, smart, really good team fight. Synergizes well with the Coddle. 2 big ults to lock you in place. Little sustainability as well. Obviously.
I really don't see this as a Enigma here.
10 seconds remaining.
And
5 seconds remaining.
Kuro was the last one to play it for them, though, so we'll still assume it'll be the 5. But we've seen a lot of this position 3 Treant lately.
Position 3.
Yeah. I feel like it's been more
like-
common. Maybe I've just gotten lucky or unlucky, however you want to look at it in terms of pro game
what's
replays.
the build? Meteor Hammer Auras?
Remember we had one where he went he went
Was he 3?
Yeah, he skipped. It was BZZ. Remember, he skipped the Meteor Hammer and he went
Oh, yeah.
Greaves and Blink.
You're right. You're
Dire
right.
team, pick.
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker again. And worked for him last game.
All right, Enigma. How confident are you in the Visage? Was it more so a Storm Spirit problem? Did you need a more sustainable offlaner?
This was
Some auras?
the exact
10
tri-lane that
seconds
Viking did last
remaining.
time, right? Ench, Earthshaker, Bloodseeker.
Yep.
Lock him
5
out. Hit him with a
seconds
slow,
remaining.
Bloodseeker chases him down. Pretty nasty, and you've got a lot of sustainability with Ench and Bloodseeker. I mean, I think if you take that last game and replace Visage with a hero that can do anything in the laning phase against that rough aggro try, the game looks so much different. Like, Visage feels particularly weak in those.
I wonder why they hate Clockwork so much. Coddle Clockwork has looked so good.
Liquid have made it look incredible.
Yeah, this is a toughie. They're not sure where they want to go with this.
Radiant
they want more
team,
AoE to
pick.
follow up.
Queen.
Let's take the queen.
All right.
Pain.
Who's left in?
One of the very few heroes you can pick here and still leave all 3 lanes flexible. Because this could be off lane queen, can be safe lane ember, and both can go mid. So all options will be available. All players will be available come this final pick, which they didn't really have last time.
10 seconds remaining.
They kind of had Weehaw locked into that visage.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, this is the defining moment. To brood or not to brood?
It's got to be so tempting. You really want to
Such a
stick
gamble.
it to them.
If you win with it again, right there.
That's a iguana. It's like a half iguana, half bug.
Ever since Pango, man, we've been embracing these real animal adaptations.
It's like Archaeopteryx sect. some weird bird, insect hybrid lizard thing. But anyway, it's Mind Control on the Queen of Pain. It's Weehaw on the Pugna, and it's Miracle on the Ember Spirit. So why will this game be different? Well, there's no Broodmother running things down from the mid lane. We're going to have a off lane Dragon Knight, who will probably be versus... I'm not even sure. Will they put him versus the Caudle and the Ember? They'll probably try and match the tri-lane into the Ember, right? Try and get the Bloodseeker into a lane versus Miracle, one would think. So we might see some musical lanes trying to dodge that matchup, because that tri-lane was pretty annoying.
I'm seeing red.
You're pretty reliant on Aramis getting good fissures, but he did 4 or 5 in a row last game, and then once Ench hits you with the slow, it's easy pickings. Without some kind of like a Baden or like heal / save. Does feel tough to fight into.
Because your own damn fault.
Game overlays here. We are ready.
You
Folks,
really
we
should
got
prepare for
another
battle.
Series after this one.
There will
It's been a bit of a long day, actually.
More Dota? Yeah, we almost got a third game in our first series with Alliance vs NIP, but now we've actually found it here. Viking versus NIGMA. 2 stomps to start it out. Will we have a third stomp or a competitive match centered around Roshan fights and beautiful objective? Stay tuned to find out.
I'm thinking this one might be a little more even. Viking has a very similar vibe draft to the last game, and I think NIGMA just have better tools. I doubt they'll get run over so quick.
I could see a stomp happening with the sustain of that Pugna again. I see diving with living armor from a Queen of Pain and an Ember before the Earthshaker has Blink for good counter initiation plays, and I could see things get a little ugly, because their actual stuns are like, they're pretty good if you can chain them into the Blood Right. But until there's a blink on the DK and a blink on the Earthshaker, they're not really like incredible.
This might be another good Atos game for the Viper.
Most certainly.
Where are you going?
On the way in, they actually sort of bait this, and now
First
is
blood.
going to get brought down. That's a bounty and a first blood. Mind control, no blink.
They will get 3 of the bounty runes though, as compensation.
What would you rather have? First blood on your Viper or 3 bounty runes?
Probably first blood on my Viper, I think.
I
Just
think so
one
too.
less bounty rune, that seems worth it. Because they're both, what is it? It's like 200 to 40 each right away, and the first blood was 257 plus, you know, it's
How much
on
XP
1
is
hero.
that? A 13 XP on Viper. Big head start in the mid.
Massive.
All right, Viper Pugna. Excited to watch this matchup. I think should still be pretty good for Pugna, right? Maybe Viper handles it a little bit better, but still decrep. Quite effective.
I would say kind of a wash.
Not on my watch.
It's like, it is annoying because he's going to do stuff like that, like decrep you and everything, but you know that he's going to be building into corrosive skin too, and then you're trying to harass him with magic. It shouldn't be a threat at level 6 either.
Yeah, was off to a great start here. Wave very much goes his way. What's going on in the jungle here? We have DK Bloodseeker killing centaurs.
No one wants to show what lane they're in. We've seen this happen a couple times, because this is what I'm talking about when they want the matchup, right? They want Bloodseeker versus the Ember. So no one wants to reveal what lane they're playing on, so they just do this. Both cores just jungle together.
So is this the extension of first to TP loses?
Yes.
And now it's just first to show loses?
Yeah. I've actually seen this a couple. It's sad enough that this doesn't surprise me anymore. That's how many times this has been happening.
All right, this is the first time I've seen it in a game that we've capped. Who does this benefit more, or is it just a complete wash?
Well, you have to look at the supports. I would say it benefits Viking because an Earthshaker is setting it with free farm. Out of the 4 supports, that's the one I would want.
Yeah. So how long does this war of attrition go on for?
That's up to them to decide.
Wow.
Think about it like this. As NIGMA, and what lane is Miracle going to look happy? Not really any of them, you know? Like, he got picked really early on. There's a Viper, a DK, and a Bloodseeker. He's going to have to contend with There's some impetuses too. If he's not even in lane versus the DK, so it's versus the Bloodseeker and that combo, so it's just gonna be sad.
Fail him with a scan. I feel real bad for the 3 people watching right now that haven't watched Dota in a couple years and are just like, what?
They're queuing up for the right now. Like, okay, so I'm Jungle Ember and I need a Queen of Pain support in the jungle. Okay, cool.
What has happened to the game that I loved so much?
I don't think I've seen it go to 3 minutes before. This is a fresh one.
So mid lane is still Pugna favored. He's got the deny advantage and a few more last hits. Let's take a look at net worth real quick.
Dude, is this sheep bugging out for you?
Is what
happened to the ramble? You watching this thing in the base? That animation's a little crusty.
What? No.
In the fountain? Are you seeing this thing?
Oh.
He like runs funny.
It hops.
Yeah. Well, either way, up top, Aramis giving it to Kuro here with the totem.
So yeah, it's like Trient is out farming the Earthshaker right now.
Yeah.
So this lane is a little bit won for NIGMA so far. Now Miracle will be the first to break the pact, and he heads to lane. All right, Kuro, you're level 4. I'm level 2. Let's roll swap here. Trading places.
Yeah, now he's gonna try and stabilize.
So Shad heads up top. So it is going to work out for Viking. They'll get the matchup that they want with the Bloodseeker.
And a little annoying that this Fisher is still going to be here too. Now, do they bring the Ench up will be the question. Like, does she TP or does she just want to stay bottom?
Now, Kuro asking himself why he banned that Shen instead of just picking it.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
The run down bottom.
A moment of silence, please.
Up top, a little battle.
Yeah, Miracle has the tools now too because he came at level 2 and then was very close to 3, so he at least has the 2 points on the Flame Guard. And remember, the Bloodseeker can't pop it because he's using pure damage, so it goes both ways. It doesn't protect Miracle, but he can still harass you back when you try and go for that kill. Whereas Toby down bottom now has a runaway as he's going to give up Soleri for the 2nd kill of this game, it looks like.
Seen this a couple times. Soleri playing sacrificial. Mind control gets that kill. Checking back in on the mid. Weehaw really stacking it up. 24-12 compared to the 16-6 Viper. Okay, that's a nice kill. Would have TP'd out, but a fissure interrupts it, and that's a kill for Boom. So that'll level out the mid lane a bit.
The funny thing that happens here is the distribution too. Whenever we see this like juggle farming like that from the 2 cores, because like Miracle's fine, he's top of the net worth in this game, but that's because it's like so spread out between the supports and the cores. Like there's not this big gap, right? Oh, Aramis the wrong side of the Fisher block there.
Miracle should be okay. I'll walk it off. Team mid, it's now even. Viper has caught. What's really devastating there is that the Pugna doesn't have a TP to get back in lane.
Yeah, he's walking shame and back.
That's brutal.
They have the vines up top here if they want to go for the grasp, but there actually was no Fisher there. I guess after vines he would have had enough stick charges for Fisher, so.
Silence on the Miracle, but as you said, Flame Guard stays on, trying to return on the Shad.
Into the vines.
On your hands.
Miracle lives. Aramis now on the run. Totem not so intimidating at level 1.
Oh, but simultaneously the bottom lane they get the pick, and in the mid lane. Whoa, the comeback from Weehaw.
Okay, well, folks, that was a little more action than I was ready for. So, mind control goes down, but Weehaw gets the solo kill, and now he has reclaimed mid.
Yeah, he got the positioning on him and just got him with the life drain. He hit him with the Nether Blast, and he just drained him for 7 seconds, full duration.
Yeah, we always talk about the corrosive skin. Miracle up top, Shad knocking it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's actually 10 today.
I have no reason to lie about such things.
I just assumed it was the same as the cooldown now.
Yeah, Pugna is really a cool counter pick to Viper in the mid. More damage being exchanged down bottom. It's now a 1K net worth lead for NIGMA, so all of this creative laning worked out for the Dire, and partially just because the mid's going so well.
I'll take that.
And who's got the better late game here? I guess NIGMA. I guess we should really think about mid-game first.
Yeah, I don't even know. This game
bottom
is
tower is under
completely
attack.
focused on like 15 minutes.
Has that
I think.
ever been cause for
winning
celebration?
fights and who's like playing aggressively at that point, and that's going to be what comes from these lanes. Because hero-wise, that could be either team. They share a lot of similarities. I would say that NIGMA's a little scarier because of the tower pressure of Pugna is not as cooldown dependent as the tower pressure of the Dragon Knight. Like if you mess up with one DK ulti, you might fall a little bit further behind compared to the Pugna.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Double damage.
I would like to see that Atos though, as you were saying, for Boom after he finishes shreds. I think that would be a great way to try and counterplay that if Weehaw gets too close to the towers.
They could definitely use the lockdown. Great item on Viper. He does queue up the Dragon Lance.
Nice queue up the BKB now.
Switches it up.
Well, not even sure what he wants. We had the BKB first. I think that was from Viking GG as well. Versus Unique, right? He bought like a 20-minute BKB.
But I remember, yeah, we were a little skeptical. Like, is BKB item first, like, really the item? But it just made him so survivable. It was that logic of, hey, if Viper just survives the fight, he's going to put out a lot of damage. I don't need damage.
Well, he had a Spectre, too, that was farming like crazy. Because he got his BKB after his Spectre finished Radiance. And they were like, oh, okay, they're just going to win every fight now.
That game was weirdly impressive with item timings. We had, like, 4 big items all get completed at the same time. BKB, the Cadians, Spirit Vessel or something. Up top, Shad in some trouble perhaps, getting dove by this Ember Spirit. Silence does come through, TP from the Viper. Miracle
Strange
in
to
on
say,
this.
Radiant's middle tower is
wants
under
another
attack.
One. Away though, now that the Viper's here, that poison's gonna hurt.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He knew.
Someone must be very pleased
Miracle
with themselves. Or himself. Singular antecedent, singular pronoun.
Some insult to his injury.
But
Miracle gets a bit too big for his britches.
That rotation does open up the mid, and Weehaw closes the space to get that tier 1 tower.
Radiant's middle tower
Now,
is
battle
under
of the
attack.
Outpost. We'll see the trade as both sides invade, and I think it goes 1 for 1.
Mind Control is pinging Toby here too. He's saying, hey, this guy's coming back. It's kind of weak. No DK for him.
GH is going to try to make a play top also.
And they're diving onto Toby with the tree.
Dive on Toby. Coming back. A lot of damage. This Pugna. Dunk is there, but
I don't know if that hit anything.
Look at the recap.
Dyer's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, DK's
Radiant
down. They need to
structures
steal up top,
are
so both
fortified.
sides get XP.
Dyer's
in
middle
minutes.
tower
They
is under attack.
radiant
with health.
Gets repelled.
I feel like
Now
a
the mid
broken record.
Oh my.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Weehaw
attack.
staying nice and active. Now pressure in the bottom
For
lane.
the twins.
Already has that Aether Lens. That's very nice.
And they're still going to bring him back bottom.
Unrelenting. They've got a siege creep coming in.
I'm pretty sure they should be able to hold this off. I don't see any real concern. No big rotations. They're more focused on that bottom lane, it seems.
Don't run off.
Lifting up there.
Oh, look.
And down it
Radiant's
goes. No
bottom
deny.
tower has fallen.
Hard against the Pugna.
Yeah.
Hey, Medallion. The Coddle.
Kind of hurts when you're holding 3 heroes under, though. For sure.
Oh, for sure. You don't see Medallion Coddle too often. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, how good for this game, I guess, would be the other question, right?
I guess against Bloodseeker, it's always a little iffy, but still kind of like Glimmer, not gonna lie.
Nothing really screams Medallion, though. It's not like there's, like, super heavy physical damage as
On my eyes.
kill down bottom from Weehaw.
Maybe even more. They're gonna rotate in. Aramis and Solari find GH. Kuroki right nearby. Does have an overgrowth. Going deep. They'll let the Enchantress walk on. They really want this Shaker, and mixed signals from NIGMA. 2 targets, and they split. End up not finding either.
Now, again, this feels a lot like game 1. A Pugna run draft. They have the sustain. They have the mana from the Coddle. They have the heals from Kuro. He's maxed the living armor. So just like fully dedicated to allowing his team to dive. And you have Miracle just dodging the Bloodseeker, cutting these waves up top. Abusing the really lack of control from the Radiant
Dyer's
right now. At least
top tower is under attack.
mobility is the big thing, right? They just 4 blinkers. Yes, he's got 2 build blinks, but they don't have them right now. And they just turn against the pain and then Ember.
Larry brought down low, does get finished off. Pucked off to the side, trying to deal with this Viper. It's another spread fight. Now the Bloodseeker comes in. GH is going to go down. But the Viper's in big trouble. Weehaw sucking him dry as Miracle comes in. 2. Good fight for NIGMA and maybe looking for more. They go in onto Aramis.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Excellent 1, but they need a little bit more. Miracle alive. And now they're just going to turn Aramis down. Miracle lives. It's the fight NIGMA we're hoping for.
Yeah, this is that big concern. If you were cheering for Viking, this is the worst time in all these fights, and they're not stopping.
Oh no, Weehaw going to be forced back thanks to the blood right. Toby moving on over, taunting his way out, and they are in full retreat.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But he's not TPing, he's just running instead.
Kuro actually comes back in. They've got Miracle. They want Shad. They might be able to find this kill, but will they be punished for this? NIGMA starting to go pretty deep. Two fights as Miracle slowed down. He's going to get killed. They got the DK again back on the other side, though.
I don't know why GH ran. I feel like GH could have just TP'd to that outpost and tried to keep things going with the chakra.
Oh, now Kuro, TP, fast fingers as Viper finds him. Yeah, you're right. It's another little misfire from NIGMA where it didn't seem like a 5-man decision to recommit or run.
Oh, the stop? Oh, no. Oh, again, these fishers.
Oh.
Slightly the wrong side.
Still works out for NIGMA, though. 3K net worth lead now. It is growing. Nearly 4,000, in fact.
MC lurking in the tree line while he's healed up here from Kuro.
It's nice to see Pugna getting some love, though.
Oh, again down bottom.
Voice.
Oh, they find
Better
mind
luck
control.
next time.
Yeah, came out and the rupture was there. If I'm Radiant, I'm thinking, I guess, just the BKB timing. That Atos, I still think might have been tempting, but he's committed now with the Dragonlance purchase. He needs a big item after. He can't go for like another one of these smaller ones.
They smoke up for this again. The fissure, Weehaw turns, almost counter kills it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Not in a good way.
So the smoke ends up working out pretty well.
Toby's in deep.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're coming. Not going to pursue.
Worthy tribute.
Big kill though. Slows him down heavily by taking care of the Pugna. He's certainly the driving force of the NIGMA lineup.
Yeah, if he had more backup, certainly a moment where NIGMA could have turned, but a 1v5 is tough. Kuro, look at this spot right here. He's just chilling. That's where the moss is growing from, Trent.
Yeah, I tell you. This is what he's just lurking for. Oh, Necro now done
with the tree.
For MC. Weehaw TPing top. They want to fight. Aramis does not want to be here. He's trying to just farm up his Blink Dagger in the mid. I don't think they want to commit too hard for this as Viking GG.
In the front line, it goes Miracle. Chains on 2. Viper strike went somewhere, but he can't hit. And this is a big fight.
Double kill.
Double lockdown as Kuro overgrowths. 2 cores dead, and they want more. Viper on the run. Viking GG getting punished really hard right here as Boom gets
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence.
Double kill.
Burned by the Ember and finished by a slight. 4-0. They'll also find a tower.
Radiant's structures are beautifully fortified.
Way too dedicated to that, I suppose.
Radiant's
I'm not
top
sure what the
tower
plan
is
was
under
there
attack.
from Viking GG. Maybe they didn't think
And
they'd bring that many numbers up top.
Radiant's top
they
tower
actually
has
can't initiate
fallen.
on Ember. So like Ember's sitting there farming the creep wave. Like what can you possibly do there? You don't have a blink. Your best hope's long range Fisher, but they saw that he's sitting mid and just farming. So they knew there was no counterplay there from Viking GG.
I was gonna say, surely this DK blink that he doesn't have. DK is busted right now. He has 200 gold, 2 bracers treads. Doesn't even have an item queued up because he knows he's not gonna be able to buy anything. Speak of the devil. Disarm, some follow-up from the Viper. They are gonna have to back out and reset. Weehaw taking some pretty big damage. Now the Rupture. Turn, looks to drain, get some damage on
Radiant's
the
middle tower is under attack.
Stunned and killed.
I have no reason to lie about such things.
Smoke up, they want more.
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Double
Right
kill.
remnant, and they're gonna find 2, a double for Shad. So right back the other way, Viking strike.
That lead is starting to pull away. They need kills
Dyer's
like
top
this.
tower is
Miracle's
being
heading
attacked
towards
like
that
nobody's
Desolator.
business. Radiant's
And
bottom
combination
tower is under
with
attack.
the medallion picked up earlier from GH, you
In a
know that
stroke
they're going to
of
be farming,
cunning or perhaps of
killing that Roach very
desperation,
fast.
Dyer's middle tower has been
everywhere.
fortified. I have no reason to lie about such
And
things.
see, it's just
Radiant's
jacking Aaron under the
structures
tower with his
are
necros.
fortified.
Oh, I think
Dyer's
he's killed
top
him.
tower
He
is
drops
under
the
attack.
Sonic Wave.
In a
Still
stand
sinking
development,
down.
Dyer's
In the
top
trees,
tower
nowhere
has
to
fallen.
go.
Oh, and he missed.
I think he's still dead. No, you need one more.
What? Oh, wait, why did you deny him?
Oh,
was he going to die?
I don't know. It's hard to say. He needed one more damage source, I think. I don't think the dot alone was enough to kill him. I don't know, though. That's...
Well, I thought there was like a turnaround echo. I thought they were going to go for it.
That was a really confident deny, and I would have hesitated. I would have been pump faking that shit.
He didn't have enough. He didn't have enough mana for Echo and Fisher, so it would not have been worth him to leave.
Wouldn't have been a turnaround.
There we go.
But
Yeah.
that was really close. I don't blame the DK.
Plus, you know, style points on denies.
Radiant's middle tower is
Well, he
under
might have lived
attack.
from the dot, and then Quap just clips him with a
Yeah.
trying to do anyway.
Well, counter smoke here from Nigma. They want to retrieve something back from this Bloodseeker, and bad time to be on the wave, my friend.
They find Shad, and they blow him up.
Dry.
Yeah, you're gonna need a BKB there, buddy.
Yeah, Kuro is lurking.
Found the Wild Wing.
Good. Golden even. See, this guy could be a Dota hero. He's got 2,150 HP. He's probably got the most HP in this game.
And he knows how to dance.
What more could you ask for?
I think the person that designed that model probably had some fun with it. The way it runs is also ridiculous.
It sounds like it would make noises like whoa, like Slaxian noises, you know?
Yes. I mean, it's basically Ogre Arcana's mount. Down bottom. Mind control out.
Never
Gage
refuse
walks
good.
on through and heads back to friendly territory. Blink
they'll
dagger
keep their
up on
outpost.
Weehaw. All right, big for the Radiant. 20 minutes. XP goes even.
Oh, Roche is now available with the Deso and the Medallion. Kind of Nigma's choice here. Maybe once they have the Overgrowth back, a little better at controlling that area.
I'll take that.
But again, very reminiscent of Game 1, where this entirety of Viking GG is just stuck here, playing in this area. Every once in a while, they venture out, farm some camps, try and push, but inevitably, it just comes back all Nigma.
Minnesota lane brought down low. Now they're going to turn on to Weehaw. Forward staff has some friends. Silence actually going to connect.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme
and
violence.
again, Nigma with the split push. Mind control with a siege creep down bottom. Great use of the Necro.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm kind of surprised.
Has that
Kuro went,
ever been cause for
hammer over the
celebration?
blink. The hammer is super nice for
Radiant's
split pushing,
bottom
but
tower is being
I feel like
subjected
the
to
blink just makes
extreme
this game so
violence.
easy with the setup for Queen, Ember, and the Caudle. I mean, he's basically just saying, obviously there's a gargantuan cast range for the Will-O-Wisp, so he's just going to let the Caudle initiate, but... Oh, and you know, you can also use hammer to farm your blink a little bit faster too, that doesn't hurt. As the
The way
cover
Kuro's
himself with a
been playing.
ward to make sure you can go back to the tree line.
The hammer feels fitting. Smoke up down bottom. They've got Boom in their sights. He is completely alone. It's a pretty deep movement and should end up being a pretty easy kill. Pugna.
Nature
Oh, wow.
attends.
Solari saves him with the glitter. Where did he go? That's it. He'll finish him off as he dives the base. Able to make it out. Ignis comes down.
Now they want more.
Very deep indeed, but Toby not tanky enough. It's going to end up being a twofer. Maybe even three. Solari does have that glimmer. They are far in the base right now.
Tower is under attack.
Shad's coming. They're going to get the silence. Oh, too deep.
Trouble.
God, that's not...
Does not Remnant.
Yeah, he's got decrep though. He's safe.
Yeah, Weehaw, the healer. But there's a dunk. Miracle still low. Is going to have another Remnant back up though. Decrep again. He's good. The power
Dire's
of the
structures
Pugna.
are cunningly fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is
Hit
under
that tower,
attack.
Kuro.
Every
Has
time I
that
see a
ever
Pugna
been
game like
cause
this,
for
I just wanna
celebration?
heal up. There's the hammer, burning down that tower. Shad now caught, brought down low. Decrep defensively. See you later. No buyback. This is rough for Mikey. They are taking heavy losses here. They do get the kill on Miracle, and now maybe NIGMA retreat. Guess they finally overcommitted.
Kuro's going in to slow them down.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to turn. Weehaw draining down the DK. They get Aramis. Need to be a little cautious of this Viper. Nature's Grasp now.
Radiant's top
So
tower
he jumps
is
back
under
out,
attack.
stun on the Weehaw. A precarious target. Might just retreat at this point.
He already lost Miracle. He's done a lot of damage, but perhaps time to just start considering the Roche.
I guess they're going to keep slow sieging at this tower.
Oh, nice. Shoveled up the bounty rune there for a bottling of Weehaw. Very nice.
Pretty solid.
Not broken or anything.
Now an attempt out of the base.
Unfortunately, they used their smoke already.
Yeah. Okay, well that was a long sequence, but obviously
Strange to
NIGMA, the
say,
big benefactors,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
jump to their lead.
Continues to grow.
Now Viking smoke.
It would appear Radiant's
beyond
top
Viper.
tower
All
is
right,
under
this is
attack.
good timing.
They cannot have a lot of smokes left. The way they've just been chain smoking. The lungs are hurting.
I think that was it, man. That was the last one. I need a fresh pack. Shad still so far from the BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're probably worried about a Roche.
Look at the positioning from NIGMA, though. I think they've lifted this out pretty effectively.
Yeah, they're even sending in the Weehaw Pugna. They're taunting it, too.
It's like Kuro had a stopwatch there. It's like, all right, guys, we're going to back up. They're going to smoke out and try to hunt. We're going to play defensive. I'm going to wait for their smoke to
All right,
expire.
are they gonna follow
We're
this?
going to smoke.
No, they've
All
been
right, that was an
panicking.
illusion.
No big spells.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Kuro's
under
under
attack.
Earthshaker's not with them.
Has that ever
They
been
see
cause for
Kuro.
celebration?
Board goes down. A lot of pings. Does have the overgrowth. Go down to get it off. There it is. Overgrowth trying to throw down the hammer. Dies first, but Solari goes down also. Ignis has come down. And Mind Control got a solo kill on Aramis in the back line as we're watching this.
Yeah, and he tried to use Echo, too.
Yeah, looking for the wraparound. He might have run a little too far ahead of his team. Now he's going to start taking a lot of damage. Pugna's stunned up, but a blinding light. Shad's just dead. That was a blunder.
Boom already BKB'd here, too. They might stick on him.
Mind Control's back. He's mech'd up the team. Necro Book on. They're getting pretty close to just jumping on to Boom. I don't care. TP out. He's good. Okay. Another victory for NIGMA, though.
Should be Roche time now, though, I would think. I've said that several times, and they haven't gone for it, so who knows. But with the Echo Slam used, Tree to tank, Medallion and Deso, I'm surprised they haven't bothered. Haven't really felt the need, I suppose. They want to keep that chokehold of map control instead. And now, yeah, BKB for Weehaw, wow. That is a scary Pugna. They just can't touch him.
And right in the Dragon Tail. I guess the Fissure as well. Those have been the three things stopping Weehaw from just getting free kills with his life drain. And now there is really no solution. Toby does survive just barely. Takes Glimmer Cape. They'll make it back. Miracle looking to finish it off. Won't find it. Instead, they get Kuro in the tree line. Prep not enough.
Oh, another kill on a Kuro. Getting rid of their forward scout. His first two deaths of the game back to back here. as they're trying to keep that control they've established, but feeding a little bit of gold back towards Viking GG. A ward will spot what GH is up to. They have this blink if they really want to go. But he's also under some vision here on the pillar.
Down. Shad comes in, drops the rupture onto Pugna.
They want to go for this because he's got the BKB. They know it's not going to help.
Later, Weehaw doesn't get to use it.
Yeah, Pip even. Would have been a waste for the rupture.
Yeah, that's a good call. 5-man continues here in the mid.
I don't think they can rush though. They don't do it fast enough. That'd be such a good thing to take away from
Radiant's courier has been slain. Let us hope it left no little ones behind.
Now dire smoke here. Playing around this pillar ward that helped out previously.
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
Still grouped up in the mid, now starting to spread out a little bit.
Double damage!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record.
It's pretty firmly in control right now.
Yeah, even with the trades going on, they're not losing their lead. The win chance at least came back up a little bit there. The net worth is staying the same, but they did feed quite a bit of experience back over. Went from a 7,500 lead to a 5k lead, XP-wise. So some additional spells and stats and whatnot for Viking GG.
And of course, a huge part of this lead is in the supports. The cores are relatively even.
That's true.
Coddle's at 8.8k, EK is only at 6.7, and Kuro well ahead of both support. Going for a Veil next item on Kuro.
It's just so ridiculously similar to Game 1, where they're in this situation where they feel like they need BKBs, but if they buy BKBs, the mobility is still there from NIGMA, where if they pop their BKBs, NIGMA just won't commit. They'll just leave the fight, because you don't have enough control to keep them locked in. So your only hope is this Chewin Echo Slam into Bloodright and big stuns trying to catch these heroes without their BKBs. Like MC or someone.
Weehaw wants the Aghanims. We were talking about this before. Feels a little weaker than it used to, but still increases the damage, and having 0 cooldown is benefit.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself?
KB very close.
Yeah, kind of their window of possibilities just closing for Viking GG.
Up top now. Gag get initiated on. Ignis comes down. That should lock him in place long enough for Weehaw to find a kill.
Blood on your hands.
Life Drain does it again.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Oh, at least they got the outpost.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence.
No blink for 10. He's going to try to go for it here. It's going to be close and not going to happen.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, down bottom, Miracle is just Mind Control has continued to be a nuisance.
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling down here.
Constant pressure on that tower, and the tier 3 is getting pretty low.
Not rushing into anything here. Let's not have NIGMA.
No.
Slow and steady. Kuro has had this Veil queued up for a long time, and I'm wondering if he's just going to buy Blink. He doesn't bother buying the components. Might just be thinking that the Blink will be a little bit better for helping to close.
Bad tidings, I'm afraid. Radiant's courier has been slain.
It can be a little hard to make full use of the tree, but he fully commits. He just buys it straight up. So there you go.
Okay. You like the Blink though. Might be queued up next.
With Pugna Aghanims, though, that Veil's gonna be kind of nice. He's kind of negating the corrosive, right?
Sure. Still 2 tier 2s remaining for Viking.
Oh, Aramis, that's a freebie. They gotta take this kill. He's under a ward.
Oh, remember, has the Greaves though.
Can't even get it.
Lotus comes out. Now they're going to turn. Aramis is definitely going to fall. Viper strike on the Miracle. He'll be just fine.
They never dewarded that pillar, too.
This is where Kuro's, yeah, wish I had that blink now, but he might still close the gap. BKB comes out, overgrowth, connects on 2, buyback from the Shaker, now NIGMA just retreat. They don't overcommit into the BKB Viper, and happy just to do that economic damage. Now 14k will be their favorite.
Double damage empowers me.
NIGMA just, again, I like the fact that, because to me it's just like, oh, it's like, you know, the Roche is so easy to have all this stuff, but then when you think about the only way Viking can get back in this game is some big 5-man wipe, and the best thing to create that is the Roche pit. So as easy as it has looked at certain times for them, they haven't had like this complete pure, you know, 3 or 4 heroes are dead, let's Roche for free guarantee. And that's why that buyback from Aramis is there too, because now, again, they can't just go in the Roche pit. They don't want to give up this big lead that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. But it also speaks to NIGMA's ability to play some disciplined Dota. So you know what? We've been pushing this bottom lane in. We are controlling more of the map. We're getting better exchanges in these trades. We don't have to 5-man and rush to end this. We can playing the war of attrition, further our lead, and eventually high ground will be no issue.
I'll tell you, they're thoroughly enjoying that. His BKB is still just at 9 seconds for Weehaw. Has not seen a lot of use. Miracles is still at 10 seconds. They're not rushing into anything. Well, double scans up here. Everyone a little worried about the Roche pit. They both scan around it.
Mind Control is working on a BKB of his own. I think he's got it flying out right now. That's another 10-seconder. Schmolken. NIGMA.
Run, Toby, run! Don't become a disaster!
Oh, blink into the tree line. Toby. Fantastic escape.
Yeah,
Kuro drops the overgrowth. It was a good try.
Their smoke just popped on Miracle.
Had the right idea. But Tober, one step ahead. He's a thinker, that Toby.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Observer, this is a great observer, by the way. Up top here by GH. Next to, whenever you're playing against Train Protector, this observer is really good. Because it scouts when he's going over to this side of the tree line. Because he always does it across this bridge. And you can't get there invis without the blink.
All right, Roshan, here we go. This is just Roche 1 in 35 minutes. I almost robotically said Aegis cheese, but alas, it is just an Aegis. Viking is starting to move into the vicinity, but Roche just falls a little too quickly.
Roshan has fallen into the dire.
Too late. Aegis in the hands of Miracle.
Okay, creep though. It lived. Kill that sentry creep. We can do it.
Oh, the battle!
Ah!
Worthy triple.
What a
Hill
victory.
troll for the win. Oh, Toby. Oh, Toby. Well, he's going to be surrounded.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You know, he should really have more of the Toby voice lines and spam. I mean, he's only at 222 though, so he doesn't have enough of them.
Toby's dedication to confusing the world that he's actually Toby is just not there.
No, he's not trying hard enough.
Toby, I'm calling you out. I want you to step up this meme.
Yeah, if he could like TP out and then use that. How close was that? I mean, come on. That'd be so good.
That is what these voice lines are made for, Toby.
Just you, Mr. Toby of Viking GG.
Toby.
So, NIGMA, how's it going? You want to go
Radiant's
high ground?
middle tower is under
Should
attack.
I
Dire's top tower is under
They've got
attack.
2 siege creeps mid, so this is the gold opportunity, Trent.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Someone must be very pleased with themselves.
Shad now has the BKB. How many times have I called him Shad? I think at least a couple.
Have you?
The nether reaches out.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't think I hear it. Toby again, mid lane. Need that BKB, Tober. You might not get it.
Carnage.
Damn. Feels like a pinball.
I need a good pinball game in my life. I think I would really enjoy a pinball machine in my house. Yeah. I'm gonna start looking on Kijiji later. Get a secondhand pinball machine.
Do me a solid and record the conversation with the wifey about making a spend on that one.
Wow, dude, I have kids. Oh yeah, kids will love it. Never let them touch it.
Genius. No, we'll educate them through pinball.
Ta-da! Look, the mechanics. We can put it together. We can build it. She's an engineer. That'll get her.
Ah, all right. Now you're thinking, dude.
Pulling at the heartstrings.
Life is just
little Clifford to be an engineer.
Life is just one big negotiation, dude.
It's a big game. Much like this one, a 19,000 gold lead for Enigma. This is such a draining game to play when you're on the Radiant.
Yep.
This glimmer of hope, it's there, it's loftily.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Aramis, everyone's awkwardly looking to you to win this game.
This is modern day Dota. High ground is
top
so
tower
risky
is under attack.
To play
look at that blink in from
MC.
That was a moment right there.
This is the Gen Z of Dota, dude.
Well,
and
it seems that Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I can watch this all day. I just, might not talk about it the whole time.
I might take a couple power naps in between creeps, but I mean, it does build for climactic finishes and potentially like big turnarounds. But
we get fun items. This was why neutral items were added, so we can gamble a little at 37 minutes.
I had an interesting suggestion in my Discord yesterday. I was asking about neutral items, and someone said, I want just tiers 1 through 3 removed. So that way when tier 4 comes out, it'll be ultra hype. And at first I laughed, and then I thought, actually, that would make neutral items actually have a purpose. And it does sort of feel like the tier 4 plus items are like when shit really changes,
I kind of think they were tokens if we're going to keep this system. At least let the players pick it.
All right.
I guess some are just too good, though, is the problem.
That is part of the problem. The Shadow top, sort of an awkward engagement. It supports on core. The Ignis locking him down, but now he EKBs. Silence, but gets off the overgrowth. Whoa, that was a pretty nice shot there.
Mega kill.
They need these kills, though. They got to clean it up. Weeha's down. Michael, they got to get someone. Link's back.
Double kill.
Now Miracle's just cleaning out. Wait. Stand his ground. Actually gets the stun. That's the Aegis now. Viper has the damage.
I don't think they have anything left, though. They don't even have a stun ready.
Uh-oh. On the run now. That's the Dragon Count. Locked down. They reflect Hyper Strike. Down comes the hammer.
Oh my God.
Dead. They're actually starting to turn something around here, Trent. Viking GG.
All of that because Kuro stayed. He didn't TP out versus the Bloodseeker. He just held his ground, right? And was waiting for the decrep to come through from Weeha. I'm shocked. I can't believe they got him after the Aegis, even though when he respawned, there was no Dragon Tail. There was still 2 seconds left on it. But they caught the blink after with them.
Yeah. A little bit of reach.
Unfortunately, it's only,
it doubles their chance to win. They went from 4% to 9%.
What was I doing?
The problem is there's no comeback factor anymore. So this 19,000 gold lead doesn't factor in a pure net worth versus net worth thing. Like, it's just the net worth of the hero, rather. So,
they don't have like a Spectre-esque. Okay, guys, I can see it. We just need Spectre to get to X status. I don't know what the game plan is here beyond finding some pickoffs like that. If they get next road.
I like this Scotty idea from Boom. That's pretty smart versus the Pugna. The only downside, how long does the debuff last? 3 seconds? Because, like, they're going to get decrept anyway. Yeah, it is for 3 seconds. Okay, so that's still pretty good. So as long as you tag them once, there's going to be 3 seconds of decrep where you're at least reducing the heal. But the problem is you're still not stacking out more damage.
There it goes.
And it's only a 35% reduction, and with the Aghanim Scepter, it's a lot of heals that Weeha's giving.
Smart choice here. The pressure is coming for GH. Still has some farming to do for that recipe, but he's actually pretty farmed on this column.
Aramis
still ahead of the DK. All right, there's a decrep.
Man. that level 20 talent. The 158 we can say you
Killing spree.
They still get Artemis.
That's worth. It's always worth to dump an ulti for the Earthshaker kill. He's
Radiant's
like the most important hero on Viking GG right now.
At this stage, definitely.
He's the only way they can make comebacks.
That's a nice one. They like to push him back. Weehaw almost walked into the silence. Side step. Ever Spirit. Now jumps forward. Chains on two. Guardians on Solari yet, but Toby jumps back in. Buyback comes from the shake.
Dominate.
Weehaw kill, and they've got it. Shad has the damage. Now pushing out for more. Shad going big. Miracle. He's gonna hit. Fires. Stunned. Does not get hit by the blood right, I don't think, but he's still stunned up long.
No, he is.
Find this kill.
Go.
Oh.
Do we have a game?
Okay.
They actually got more kills. Again,
I think so.
another buyback here, having to be expended by the Earthshaker, but still. Now, mind you, this is where you get kind of excited, and then Aramis dies, and you realize that with no buyback, they're in trouble.
Yeah, still though, like a 20k
Dyer's
lead,
middle
fighting
tower
two
is
core
under an
kills like
extraordinary amount of stress.
Curl
Dyer's
likes to say,
structures are
it
fortified.
means nothing if you can't
They
go
are
high.
looking quite robust. Dyer's middle
It's
tower
either
is under
Confucius
attack.
or Curl. I can't remember. Both very wise.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Sounds like confusion.
I am
Sounds like
required
you
to
have
point
to
out
point
that
something
Dyer's
too.
middle tower has fallen.
Missile Blade for Shad. And Viper, he's got that Scotty now.
GH, another kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is
He goes cruising on into it.
The flicker
that
sent him
ever
right
been
back
cause
into
for
the-
celebration?
That was the worst possible flicker angle.
Radiant's bottom tower has
I
fallen.
guess the only way it would have been worse is put him in the
Seems to be
tree
the day
there
for
with
it.
the creep.
I mean, I guess.
That was pretty bad. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what just pulled him? I was like, oh yeah.
Old Flicker.
That item never
Flicker
feels
just
good.
happens so fast. It always catches you off guard. I guess that the item is designed to be like that. Flicker is the appropriate namesake.
And it's kind of cool though with Lotus Orb as well. He can like flicker off the blood right if they're like him and a friend are in it, and then he can Lotus someone else. It's also 40 movement speed on Coddle's kind of ridiculous. I can understand why he was running around the map like that and a little bit blind.
He almost looked hasted for a second. What is he at? 485?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's fast, all right. Staff and a Blake.
Well, unfortunately for Viking GG, they won't get as lucky as NIP was earlier in terms of the Roche timings.
30
This would have been a moment where they could have had something, but everyone will be back up on the side of NIGMA. And most importantly, there's still 5.5 minutes of no buyback for Earthshaker. So Aramis' life of the utmost importance. He's trying to buy a BKB.
Pings.
They're just blobbing around.
I spy with my
kinda
little eye
jump on
that
another hero.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Oh. Tobes in the front line, but again,
Radiant's
mind
bottom
control.
barracks are under
That
attack.
tower is fallen,
It
and now
seems to be
he's
going
chipping at
around.
those ranged barracks. What a nuisance.
Yeah, and without Bloodseeker there, everyone else is going to run on back. But Toby needs a breather here. Sec. Some lag.
Stretch it out, Trent. Hydration break.
Oh, dude, I need to stretch it out. Hold on.
Stretch those hammies, buddy. Get those, that forearm stretched out. Move those fingers.
I'm even going to pull my mic stand up. I'm standing up right now. I need the standing desk, guys. I got to elevate. This casting life from home is going to be a thing. I need the standing.
What you really need is a Herman Miller, buddy.
Well, I got a big cushion on this chair at this point, and I'm feeling pretty good. Not going to lie.
I do have an extra butt cushion on mine.
I'm quite comfortable thanks to the cushion.
My butt cushion was actually a product recommendation from Merlini. $1 a memory phone off Amazon.
Really?
Oh my.
Wow. You should feel
When
blessed.
he told me about it, he said his sales pitch was, Andrew, I don't recommend people buy things very. So when I do, you should probably listen.
Oh yeah, I definitely know people like that.
That was
people
exactly
who I will
how he
trust
said it.
every time.
I thought we were fucking around, and it got real serious real quick. Andrew, I don't say this lightly. All right, Ben. Your butt pad.
Guys, are we getting our hopes up here? I mean, this Viper is a monster. Top of the net worth.
I can't decide if this is a tease or not.
It feels a little teasy because I just worry Aramis is gonna die and that's gonna be it. You know?
Yeah, they need to last another 5 minutes.
Oh, Larry has returned, reconnected. Time to put my mic back down. I think I gotta get back in the seat here.
There's certainly some bettors that are excited here. Underdog story.
The go. All right, let me see. What's some... A Viper's that, man, a Viper does absolutely shred whenever they get hold on one of these heroes.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Well, he's also level 25, so don't forget the Nether Toxin silences now. That's also big.
Oh yeah, what are our BKB stats though? It's still pretty high, right? 8 seconds, 9 seconds for the Queen.
It's just scary against like Ember, Queen of Pain. Those are heroes that can all of a sudden, uh-oh, I'm silenced. It's like Viper's last big power spike.
Keepers.
So much worse than it used to be though, because it's on an 8-second cooldown now.
I know. It's more just you haven't had an AoE silence all game, and all of a sudden your team just has another utility pool.
It is a crazy impactful spell for how like not noticeable it is too when it happens, right? Like when you get broken by Shadow Demon, like, oh, I'm broken. I am, you know, you just walk over Nether Toxin and get silenced. You're just like, what is happening? Why is my hero not clicking spells? I definitely like the Aeon Disc purchase from Weehaw. With how into the one and done they are. Oh, they're gonna find him.
Aramis sets it up. They got all the follow-up.
Mega kill.
Down. Can't even use the BKB.
This 5-man blob is too strong. We're slowly chipping away this lead.
The flying V has returned. They have just been a 5-man pack for like the last 6 minutes or so. And it's honestly working. They're putting a big dent in this net worth lead.
I can't believe it.
Now Toby jumps in. They're in onto Weehaw. It's a good BKB from Toby.
Viper's just going for the Will-O-Wisp though. It was not able to focus for it. It didn't matter though because they popped the Aeon Disc either way, so it's not like Boom could have helped finish the...
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think they really wanted to fight after seeing that buyback.
Still means they can't go Roche though, as they send in the Necros just to ensure. All right, epic battle in the pit here. Satyr not doing so hot.
Oh.
Can he at least take him
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things.
Okay, smoke now.
Strange to say, Radiant's
now
middle
they're
tower
playing
is
as
under
if they're
attack.
smoking up here. That's what NIGMA is predicting, I think. Because they're hoping that they're just not going to be here while they just take their buildings.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Is broken.
Could still
somehow.
go.
I don't know which creep wave it is. It must be mid. From mid. Toby comes in though. They get the stun onto Miracle. Hex back out onto the Viper. They will disengage. Nether ward goes down, and melee barracks stay standing. NIGMA not getting a huge amount out of that.
Dire's bottom tower is
Range
under
barracks,
attack.
Something. Small consolation prize though.
They did just burn a lot of TPs though, so if they can do that again, get them right back in that same awkward position.
But Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
These waves are gonna meet like down here.
Viking have weathered the storm though in terms of this Earthshaker buyback. It's only 2 minutes left. So
in we go.
Window.
And speaking of buybacks, remember we still have MC as well, so there is at least one going on the other direction here.
Only 4 buybacks available right now. Enchantress, Dragon Knight, Ember, and Viper.
Dire's courier
mostly Radiant favorite as the courier just flies into its death.
News of the death is expected to travel swiftly.
GH doesn't have the Will-O-Wisp for 15 seconds, but they're gonna bail. They're trying to bait
both
the
sides
illusionist
right now. It's working. Vikings do back out. A basher picked up by the Ember.
They're trying real hard with this Bloodseeker bait.
BKB gets popped. Mind Control jumps in. Toby on the outside. Another split fight. Roche stays standing. Toby and Weehaw going at it. But meanwhile, the Ember Spear trying to bash in. Misses the catch there. Weehaw in big trouble. He's going to go down. He's dead first. Now Boom. The other side. The BKB on Miracle. They've got Boom. But the dog. Miracle and Big Miracle. No magic immunity. It's a double for Toby. Meanwhile, in the pit, though, Mind Control just wants Roche. He's trying to finish off the big boy, and he gets it. He gets the Aegis, and they make it out.
Oh, Miracle had no TP, so even with the buyback, there were no remnants or TPs for him to get to. But still, yeah, Mind Control somehow saving that fight.
So it's an overall gold loss for NIGMA with the buybacks. Viper and Miracle have to use them.
Now, Upside, you know, it was the buyback hero of the Queen of Pain that got the Aegis. Downside, your Ember doesn't have it. And you saw Miracle was critting for like 1,000 on that Viper with the help of the orb.
Toby jumps right in. They also get the catch on the Viper. These are potentially big kills here. Dive back, he's got cheesing. Miracle cheeses up, but still he's slowed into oblivion. No way to get out. That's 2 minutes without Miracle. Viking might have broken this one wide open. Less than a 10K net worth lead now.
Can I believe now? Is it time?
Major attendance.
Are we permitted?
Ask Dota Plus. It says 38% for the Radiant. They are bringing it back.
Middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
Mind control, keeping that pressure on the bottom lane. Has the Aegis, so maybe feels
Dyer's
a little
middle
confident
tower
here.
is under attack.
Too, with no one else here. This
I
should be the
spy
melee.
with my little eye that
Rax with
Radiant's
no
bottom
TP.
barracks are under attack.
Radiant's
Radiant's
if you're
structures
Viking, you
looking
let that
so.
go,
Dyer's
right?
middle tower is
Stay
under
true.
attack. Dyer's middle tower has like a broken record.
keep pushing.
Radiant's bottom
They're killing
barracks
Kuro
are
off to
under
the side.
attack.
Armis and Toby have
It
found
seems
him.
to be going around.
They're going for the win.
I don't believe it.
The trade of
Radiant's
full
bottom
lane here.
barracks has
And he's
fallen.
not heading
Tower
back though.
is
He's
under
tanking
attack.
the mid tower. He has an Aegis and a BKB. Now he's getting a little worried.
Buyback from Kuro though, and now Viking will head home. All right, we force another buyback, more economic damage. Solari, sorry. Okay, he's gonna make it out. No interrupts.
Okay, now. A minute till the Ember returns. They can't end the game in that time. They haven't even taken the racks. Everything's fine. The big thing for NIGMA is no one else can get picked off during this frame, right? Because if you're Viking GG, you want to go for a pick off right now. That's why Toby's running around like a madman right now. Because he's like, they don't have their full damage force. I want to pick someone off.
Yep. He's afraid that they might have vision or that somebody's gonna come out to ward. Does expire. Oh, he's not smoked. He's got ninja gear. Oh,
Yeah.
This is fantastic. A little slow on the uptake there, but what a great item for the state of this game for Viking.
There's not too much vision right now, to be honest, from NIGMA, so it's not even that broken. Or at least it won't, they're not going to get baited into something really bad on like an MC pickoff or something. And Toby does have that Aghanim's as well, complete. Bit of a weird build up on the hero, having to go for that BKB on the earlier end and then the Lotus, but now back into the Ags. So kind of a tanky item, but also still upping his damage.
Game has gotten ridiculous, Trent. I'm gonna hit the old F5 and just give us that full item overview. Refresher out on GH now, so still some big items. Also a Satanic on the Viper, Basher on the Bloodseeker. That's now the Abyssal out on the Bloodseeker.
I can't believe how many times they've managed to kill the Pugna. I'm sure it's probably Solari, and I'm just missing it in terms of the enchant, because it's so hard to deal with this decrep when he has the Spell Prism, right? Like, what is it right now? It's 4.8 second cooldown, and it lasts 5. I mean, he's infinite decrep.
He really does. That's nuts. Good thing they have the Enchantress. You're not wrong. All right, Enigma grouped up in enemy territory. Smoke expires. All 5 of Viking in the base. 53 minutes. Viper thinking about a moon shard.
Well, Enigma seemed to have been pretty correct in terms of never pushing the high ground like that. Once the well, maybe there was a window that could have been missed, but Viking GG obviously stronger in this matchup than the net worth was showing with that gargantuan lead. I've said the word gargantuan like 80 times this past. I'm sorry, guys. It just keeps happening. I can't control it. It's probably 'cause I'm so gargantuanly garbage.
All right. Well,
they're smoking out though. High ground. This is a refresher Will-O-Wisp. Don't forget. But Miracle is not here. There's a remnant there, I think.
Oh, Kuro drops the ult, tries to get out. Toby jumps in, but it gets come down. Kind of an awkward fight, but Aramis is the first target as Mind Control pops the BKB. A lot of little 1v1 skirmishes. Toby going to be safe. It's Miracle again that's on the run. All these slows. And now back to the other side. It's Weehaw that's getting chased down. Buyback from Aramis. And after all that, it's only a 1-for-1.
That was only one of the Willows used. Weehaw still holding his buyback as they try and chase him over with the free pathing on the Dragon Knight.
That fight was ridiculous.
It's a whole lot of damage being chucked around for no kills. Like, well, just for a 1-for-1 rather.
Well, it's a lot of 5v5s. It's sort of both teams will try to focus on one person, so there's concentrated fire. These fights have been, everyone's just hitting the person closest to them. You see PK duking it out with somebody in the back line.
Dyer's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
When you look down bottom, MC again, solo up against Solari, forces the TP home. Just been living in this bottom lane. Now TP's out, playing it very safe. Also has a Shiva's guard.
Yeah, he has to blink sight like that just to try and put pressure on the wave. He's too scared of getting caught.
All right, 55 minutes. We're getting pretty close to tier 5 territory. 20.
Oh, it's been a hot minute, as they say, since we've witnessed one of those.
Trent, man. Don't forget, boys and girls, there's another series after this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, we need a Book of the Dead, because Necros are just the hot shit right now. So that's required. We need a Fallen Sky, because Crow already has a Meteor Hammer. I mean, that's too good not to get.
Yep. Not the best Apex game.
I mean, it's still a pretty good item, though.
I always have trouble remembering all the tier 5.
Oh, I know, because we never see them
so infrequently.
How busted is Mirror Shield this game? Pretty good. There's a lot of stuff you can bounce.
Yeah, I'd be happy with a Mirror Shield all right.
I love Seer Stone. 350 cast range, like, come on.
What's the name of the item refresher one?
Machina, Ex Machina, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Ex Machina, yeah. That one's weird. I always forget that it's just items.
Yeah, it's interesting how it's like so good on some heroes and so kind of meh on others. For a lot of heroes, it's just like a BKB thing. But then like, even like Bloodseeker with the Abyssal and the Manta, like that's kind of sick this game.
Double Abyssal. Yeah, that's something. Double Mjolnir charge. Static charge.
I kind of wondered at what point Miracle might hop off this for the Rapier, but he's going to finish out the Abyssal. It feels like it's been a long time coming for him, considering how far ahead he was.
Still has another slot. Dump that drum. You're actually getting into that Rapier territory.
There's the self-smoke on Toby. He runs into Miracle. As the gem, he's flying up there looking for a ward. And they're going to let him go. Mid lane, MC. Aramis is here.
Oh. Stun. Follow up. Silence is there. MC is
he was hesitating. He's like, I really want to save my Echo. And there was the Abyssal anyway.
Full to 0, though. They do it again. Almost back to 0, buddy.
Another longer Roche here. We'll be back after the respawn of MC, so if they don't pressure the high ground, there'll still be another moment here for NIGMA to contest. As Miracle is up top here with full BKB, and he's back in the fountain already. Nice.
Black Drake.
Man, how expensive is his buyback right now for Miracle? He is holding so much. He's only got a 920 surplus, so he just got enough for the Abyssal.
2,400 gold to buy back on the M.
Everyone needs a little bit a breather here as we hit 58 minutes. Luckily, I ran out of coffee before this game, so I'm fine.
I've been doing shots of Monster in every pause. It's awesome. Jiggling, Trent.
Safely, though, of course.
Yes.
I tell you, Viking GG have unleashed the beast. I think they got a delivery mid-match. That's the only explanation. One of them was like, guys, what do we do? How could we possibly find this victory? And
I mean, what other way to get amped up for a game than L-carnitine and B vitamins?
I didn't know what you were going for there. The ingredients. Excellent. I mean, if there was a hero that embodied Monster, and it's probably Viper. I feel like the Talons could kind of make that symbol. It's green.
Definitely. Shout out to all the Viper players out there.
All 10 of you.
MonsterEnergy.com.
Is that official?
That's what it says on the can.
Oh, all right, good. I wouldn't want to be sending people astray here. Not Monster.com. That's I think that's jobs.
Yeah.
Of course, that wouldn't hurt either. Then you could buy more monster. So
yeah, you got to throw the energy in there. Tear into the can of the meanest energy drink on the planet.
Well, we have finally done it. We've collapsed down. Look at this, 1K lead, and we're at 59 or 49 to 51. It's not giving up yet. DOTA Plus is like, I still think the Dyer's
top tower is under attack
by 1%.
I wish we could talk to the robot sometime.
I don't want it to speak.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Don't let it talk.
Must I repeat myself?
We can talk to it with voice commands. Computer.
Dyer's top tower has fallen. I could have predicted this.
Toby's looking.
With that gem. Ooh. Living.
That's the most frustrating thing about playing against
Radiant's middle tower
where
is
he
under attack.
You have detection, but you still can't
I have no reason to lie about such things.
For tree clearing heroes.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel great. It's like Will-O-Wisp, Timbersaw.
It does feel good when you naturally have those heroes anyway.
Yeah.
I have the DK in that scenario so many times, and I'll tell you, it is frustrating.
So it's the Agnums. That is probably better than Refresher here.
All right, so where's it going? Where's it going?
I don't know. Shaker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
oh, he never got the
Dyer's
BKB.
courier has
Shadowblade
been
instead. How good is it for
There is certain to be
well, who knows? We might not even get one because Toby's going to intercept the incoming.
We're going to be Viper. I think that's pretty good.
I mean, with his positioning, it's going to have to be him.
Viper strike goes through. Picked up by the Viper. They're going to go in and catch somebody low. It's going to be that Coddle. He's still sustaining now. Colonel getting ripped apart by the Bloodseeker. Shad hits hard. That's a buyback. Another one of these spread out fights. They do find Aramis. Looks like Miracle grabbed him on the back line. Now Mind Control jumps in. That's his BKB. It's a big Ignis. That finishes off Solari. A buyback there. Both teams dumping a lot of resources into this fight. Shaker does not have one, though. All of the ticks from this Ignis going off as Mind Control blinks back in. Shad does find Miracle. Hits him with the bash. BKB on. Boom. Ready to come back in. He has the Ags, but hasn't used it yet.
Killing
kill. That's the target. Now Miracle getting low. He's going to man up on the Viper. He finds the Aegis. But now Toby's back in. That's the end of Miracle.
Strange to say.
Buyback into the fray. Mind Control goes down. Everyone with a buyback is using it.
Double kill.
That'll be the end of the Viper. And it is NIGMA that overwhelmed them in this
Radiant's
fight.
middle
But
tower
they had to
is
earn
under
more
attack.
buybacks. DK does have the BKB now on the run. I think Toby is going to live here. Maybe. Pugna going to chase him down. Miracle finds him with the chains, and this is going to be the dead DK. He just buy back, so we'll call it a dieback on the Dragon. Did NIGMA actually just win this game, Trent?
I think so, but I thought that about 40 minutes ago, so I'm not going to cross anything off. Yeah.
Look at that recap, dude. That was,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
6 buybacks? 7 buybacks?
I have no reason to lie about I would like to point out that
Miracle had
Radiant's
16
middle
slight
tower
of fists.
has fallen. Radiant's middle
chakras
barracks
from,
are under
our
attack. Radiant's middle barracks
Mid lane of
has
barracks.
fallen.
Mega's on the way. There is a glyph. It's a 2v5. No Aegis.
Radiant's top
Viper needs to
tower
make
is
a
under
god
attack.
tier play.
Radiant's top tower has
Trying to
fallen.
save the tier 4.
Surely that was
cheese in the fountain as well.
intentional. Radiant's top barracks has
Just
fallen.
accepting that Megas are
Fascinating.
imminent.
Radiant's top
They want
barracks
out.
has
They want to
fallen.
end this. Repair kits working as hard as they can, but they're not strong enough against the Pugna.
Radiant's middle tower is
Now the
under
Shaker's
attack.
up, though. There is a dunk.
Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they are positively glowing.
Creeps get cleared out. Quiet before the storm.
Leon's just got to stay strong. He's the big healer. The target tower.
Tanking the towers. Viper starting to repel the Queen of Pain. First tier 4 about
Radiant's
to go down.
middle tower has fallen.
Viking doing a good job buying time. They are starting
Radiant's
to hold
middle
the
tower has fallen.
Bloodseeker in trouble.
Someone must be very
He's got the buyback. We need a dunk. That's the only hope here. Bloodseeker stunned up. The BKB. There's a dunk, but there's just no follow-up. They can't do it, Trent. There's no way. NIGMA
Nature attend
ripping
us.
through them right now, but starting to back up just a little bit. A buyback from the Bloodseeker did come through. Just a throne remaining. Viper has that cheese, but now hexed up, force staff back, eats it.
Well, that's satanic.
Might still be able to regen up. It's a lot of
Ancient
damage.
is under attack.
Onto the creeps.
Someone had better
still
do
lingering around.
something.
They're actually leaving. Ancient. Shash gonna catch one. Getting even more. Blood right. Does put the silence onto the Emperor Spirit.
Come on, sprites. Don't run off.
And so at least give them a window to try and get some items.
I think they're gonna stabilize here. Nigma positioning as they want to go back in on the Solarian. They will. Mind control. Blinks forward. Lotus Orb. Another blood right. Getting ridiculous here. Viking.
Miracle's almost level
Backs
30.
against the wall.
Boom
has the rapier too. Or rapier queued up.
Yeah. And well, speaking of rapier, Miracle has one.
All right.
So has the sleight of fist charges. Has the coddle. He's ready for the big damage. Oh, well, there's another one. Oh yeah, they're all coming out now, baby.
I mean, dude, this is crazy though. Look at the net worth. Viper is still way ahead of everyone else.
Look at that damage though.
Exon. Gonna come in onto the Viper. Does still have the BKB. Playing this so cautiously. BKB from Toby now. Nigma continuing to pressure.
Killing spree. Oh no.
Finds Boom. Toby also goes down, and that's going to be the end.
Slices from Miracle are too much. Yeah. This like it hit them for the big
Ancient is under attack.
GG.
I
Yeah,
can't believe my
Bloodseeker's
eyes.
rapier and not nearly as scary as the Emperor Spirit. They're